Hello, welcome to episode 175 of Floating Through Film. It is your host Luke, and today we are concluding our series on Jacques Rivette with two of his, late period films, I would say. Like, we're getting, really into, the late style here with his 2000...
it's late period, but I don't know if it's late style, though.
What do you mean?
At least the way a lot of people... At least how I think of late style, I actually don't even know how late style can mean a lot of things. But usually people say the director's getting more experimental, more kind of just.
Well, it's never the same thing.
Abstract.
It's just that there's a shift in the. I would say there's just a shift.
But usually late style means the director's moving away from what made them popular.
I don't think necessarily. No.
I mean
it depends on the director. Late style people always trying to.
Okay, if you just literally mean late style, it's late in their career.
But also that there's a shift. There's a difference.
Okay.
It's some difference. I feel like.
All right. I guess there's a late style for Rivette, but almost usually people mean it if there's late style.
I know what you're saying.
Because this experimental shift from the director is he's going crazy. He's old. He's old. He's a madman, right? He's just late. He's not like a young Orson Welles or whatever. Yeah. People love that. I don't know what I'm saying about it. It's more on the directors. But this one is he's actually these are more of his classical movies.
No, definitely.
More traditional gods. Just traditional everything, honestly.
Yeah, but it's not that
No.
It's it's tough to. I mean, definitely.
But it definitely, they you know what I mean, though.
Especially Duchess of Langeais, it's pretty a simple. If you're talking about it, I guess the plot or whatever. I mean, I guess it's just it's very straightforward, maybe structurally in some ways, but still there is I don't know. It gets complex if you dig deeper into it. I feel like, which depends on how you read it. But anyway, the two films we're doing today are the 2003 film Story of Marie and Julien, or in French it's called Histoire de Marie et Julien. Do you have the lady pulled up?
I mean, that one was pretty easy.
Yeah, okay.
The other one I probably should pull
okay,
up.
And then the
Duchess of Langeais.
Yeah, the 2007 film The Duchess of Langeais, or Don't Touch the Axe, or... You pulling it up?
Or...
Come on.
Langeais.
Oh, Langeais.
But isn't it Ne It's
Langeais.
The Duchess of Langeais.
Well,
he was one of the actual
Oh, you wanted the whole French title?
It's Ne touches
pas la hache. I only looked up... Damn. Let me say it.
Ne touches pas la
Don't Touch the Axe
hache.
makes more sense after watching the movie.
Yes, it definitely does. I mean, both of these make sense.
Well, the novel it's based on is called The Duchess of Langeais. It's a Balzac novel who's apparently I don't know.
Ne touchez pas la hache.
There's no way I'm saying that.
Ne touchez pas la hache.
Natouche Barrage?
That's just what?
That's why I'm scared to say it, because I don't want to be miss as bad as
that was one of the worst.
I don't care about embarrassing myself.
No, I'm about to try.
Oh no.
Ne touchez pas la hache.
That's more
I was way closer. No, Blake thinking he was close there is
Natouche Barrage.
But you're not close, bro. Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt it, but yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that when we get to it.
We'll bring this back up.
I guess before we even get to the movies, do you think these two movies make sense together? Because honestly,
they make sense for we're defining this as late style for Rivette.
Also they're it's both these movies kind of are more focused on the two characters, you have the kind of obsessive romance between the two, maybe some other stuff too if you want to read into it, but yeah, these are two very interesting movies in my opinion.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I will say the story of Marie and Julien is a little more just kind of more, I guess, less traditional, if I'm using that word. It still has a lot of weird elements to it. I guess it's just classical more in terms of you're saying they're based on two characters and they stay with the two characters the whole movie. Versus
Marie and Julien kind of there's also three, I guess.
That is true.
There's a third one, even though she's it's confusing what
they're definitely supposed to relate back to Duel and
yeah,
especially Duel, those two.
For sure.
Goddess characters or whatever.
Definitely.
It just I don't exactly know how.
Yeah, I don't even. I've seen this movie this is my fourth or fifth time watching it, I think, and I'm I still don't like understand.
But I still find it fun just to figure out. I guess the way I'm thinking about it is when I'm watching like Rivette, when I think about it, I'm like just finding it fun to figure out what's going on because it's like so like almost like he's filming a documentary, but it's like just this strange world that's like you have to figure out basically everything what's going on, what's on screen versus like the Duchess of Langeais is like we know these kind of stories already. You know, even though I did find it interesting.
There's still some. Like,
I still really liked it. I'm just saying, like
shifts he takes.
It's not like it's like they're more traditional in the stories. Like you said, he's even adapting the second one. Yeah. But
no, I'm very excited to talk about both these movies. I guess we can start with the story of Marie and Julien, which is, I mean, spoiler alert, this is my favorite Rivette movie.
Damn.
I thought you guys knew that already.
No, I didn't.
I actually.
I thought I like made it clear about that. I'm pretty sure I told you already.
No.
But yeah, like this is like also like definitely like I mean with it being my favorite, also one of my favorite films probably ever. So yeah. Oh man, well, it's such a there's a lot to talk about here. I feel like and a lot of stuff you can read into it. Like for me personally, like, honestly, like there's multiple things. The ghost story element's obviously like really interesting, but also like of course with the Rivette, you know, the ghost story is filmed in like this very naturalistic way, or materialist. You'll hear people say. Where it's like, I mean, of course, like the big part of the film is like watching the experience of watching films. You don't even realize they're ghosts. Like you kind of like you gradually figure it out, and then like, I don't know. Even the way like once you figure it out, it still doesn't even necessarily make sense in a way with how it's filmed. You're like, wait, she's a ghost, but like even then, like, I don't know. It's so like it's so crazy in that way. But also like like him depicting this kind of like transitory, like. Kind of like area between life or death, like supernatural, and kind of like also like, I guess this is definitely a big influence on this movie is Vertigo, in my opinion, like the kind of like obsession with an image of someone, and kind of like you could say like the dangers of it. Even though like this one, it's I don't want to say it's specifically negative. It's like I don't know. It's not exactly clear if it's like a good or bad thing.
No,
it's definitely a cycle.
I definitely thought of Vertigo watching it.
Yeah.
Just that
I think because when I rewatched this last time, like before this week, last time I rewatched this, I think I watched Vertigo, like rewatched Vertigo like in the days after.
It's crazy how influential that movie was on like a lot of the...
Oh, I mean, especially the Bazinians.
Like, I mean,
sure.
Even Chris Marker fucking talks about Vertigo all the time.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Like,
it's a great movie.
But it's like that kind of obsession, but also projection that's involved in cinema too.
And like... Yeah.
But I like how you also said that because like I get the same vibes of like I don't know if it's like he's saying this is like basically it's like another movie about I guess more like romantic love.
Yeah.
Maybe that's another reason why I'm saying they're just like classical to me versus like that's kind of what I love about Rivette's best movies that are like they're about different stuff but this one is one of his best too. Okay. But like it is more just like the romantic like obsession.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot what I was going to say. After I mentioned, that was probably another reason I'm saying they're both classical. Now I'm thinking about too.
Damn.
But okay, maybe a question. You mentioned something earlier about being materialist. Cause do you remember on week 1 where I mentioned this quote that Rosenbaum said, where Rivette got asked in one of his earliest interviews in 1962 whether he believed in a spiritual domain, and he said, "Perhaps, but only through the concrete. If that means being materialist, I think that's what I am more and more."
Okay.
Like I think that's what makes this movie kind of like it's like the same reason like a Weird Santa movie is like great as a ghost story because he's basically filming all natural stuff still, but like you still get these thoughts of ghosts versus like a normal like movie about ghosts that are like trying to make you see the ghosts on screen, using visual filmic techniques or whatever. This like you get none of that in Rivette, but you get the feeling of like
I mean
there's something haunting, and
like you said, Vertigo was an influence. I could easily see Japanese, just cinema in general, being an influence on this because
I mean, he loves Mizoguchi.
Yeah, he loves Mizoguchi.
Mitsuguchi.
Exactly. He gets to. I mean,
he's like the ghost story. Like definitely one of them, especially for Japanese cinema.
Yeah, or actually I forgot who's the guy that made. I forgot the name of the movie now. Anyway, yeah. No, yeah. This movie, it's like there's infinite things to like get from it the more and more you watch it. It's just like, I don't know. There's something just like it's also like the stuff like kind of like about time too, like almost like I don't know, like wanting to control time. Wanting to
the clocks all over.
Just the clocks. Oh my god, like him fixing the broken clocks. Yeah. Like
honestly, it's like a Psy kind of like a. Now that I'm just thinking about it. It's
definitely yes. Well, because Psy also films ghosts in very similar ways to this.
Yeah. He's like working on this like one big clock, which I think in the Neil Botter's review, which is really good. He said like he may as well be building a time machine, like the one clock he's working on.
Yeah,
which is a good way to think about it.
See, like almost, I see it as like a time machine gone wrong because it's like.
I see.
Like, does he like at one thing he does want this to happen, but should he want this to happen? It's kind of like what we were saying. Like, is this a good movie or bad? You know, it's like just because he wants it to happen.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Well, there's the conflict between. She wants. Is
she real though? Like.
But even then, like they kind of have this conflict of he wants to stop time. He wants.
Yeah.
He wants I guess she wants. She said, "Well, it's the ending." It's like she says, like give me a little more time.
Yeah. Well, she's alive again somehow.
But then, anyway, yeah, this movie's god. There's so much to this movie. It's tough to even like talk about sometimes, but
it is like one of those like it's a very feelings based. Like the less like I'm glad I watched it once before I rewatched it because
it's overwhelming.
It's almost like the less you try to like make sense of it, the more like you kind of just like and let like. You're like, okay, yeah, it's like almost like a new jump in time, but not really. It's almost like these like stuff that's happening in the house are almost like just out of time moments, in a way. I don't know necessarily how to explain it because it doesn't feel like
he does that a lot with he does that a lot with houses.
Or like one of my favorite shots when I was just going through the film later is like when you just see like all the luggage there all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like that's how the film kind of just like jumps like okay now she just moved in
but that's how kind of like I think I mean
and it's like you're supposed to get like okay now they're really close to the relationship just like the way they're like next to each other and stuff.
Yes.
Even if it feels like he just cut to the next day or whatever, it's like no, it's not literally the next day. You know?
I mean it's a different type of time moves differently when you're in different situations.
It just takes like these moments almost.
100%. And
then like you get to add almost the time in your head like based on like the moments he's showing you.
No, 100%.
I don't know, the quality I watched wasn't great. Like
it seems to be restored.
Yes, okay. I wasn't sure if you had a better one.
This is a DVD rip though. But that's like this is the only one that they don't have a Blu-ray release for sure. I'm pretty sure the same thing for Duchess of Langeais too.
No, especially with some of these like shadows and like the clocks too.
Oh yeah, I need that. Like oh my god. But I guess I'll just ask y'all your overall thoughts. Even though I guess you started to give it.
Yeah, I've kind of already said it. I
don't know if you have anything else.
I mean, do you want me to read your review?
Sure, yes, sir. Read it.
Okay.
That's it's a great review.
Yeah, we saw this great. We just randomly found this great
review. Oh yeah. Is guy an up and coming film writer? I don't know. I don't know what's
to be.
Yes, sir.
He puts his heart into it.
Okay. We're gonna force him to. Okay, this is what Luke said. This is probably the film that haunts me the most, as its mysteries are always somehow simultaneously comforting and frightening. It is these mysteries that has made this film itself so puzzling, as I always feel compelled to return to it to make at least a little more sense of it. I think my first two watches I was very focused on how it depicted this territory that exists between life and death, a transitory phase, if you will. It was this viewing that I related this concept to both cinema and images themselves. What I thought about this time was how images of all kinds, objects and people alike, and how they relate to death. The image that a piece of film gives us is a snapshot of something that was once there, not in a truly objective or quote-unquote real sense, but something molecular, biological, and empirical. The act of viewing an image is also viewing the past, an image of the past which the mind will bring to the present. In the film, Julien has this idealistic image of Marie that he fell in love with once, which haunts him throughout. She is dead, as we find out later in the film. That image of her is the one that haunts him. Part of what makes images so interesting is that despite being something of an illusion, we can't help but give it into its falsity as the feelings it gives us are so real. To admit that these sensitivities came from something that is so synthetic is such a difficult thing to do, so no wonder you need venture into the supernatural to try to explain it. I also can't help but sympathize with the way Julien is so desperate to control time in this film, both figuratively and metaphorically. I mean, he's literally a clocksmith. As one grows more and more disillusioned with how time moves, it is only natural to try and extend certain moments to last forever. All Julien wants is these encounters with Marie to last a lifetime. And who are we to say he can't? As an image can never die. Damn. I love that. No, especially, I mean, it's a theme of the podcast too, just like that images of like being an illusion.
I mean, we talked about the Bazin episode.
Bazin, I mean, even like your first pick, oh, not one of your first picks, Fellini.
Okay, yeah.
Just like this idea of like the kind of the reality of fiction and.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a lot. I don't know what comes to your mind when I read your own review that you want to talk about.
I mean.
We did, yeah. I know. Definitely the Bazin stuff.
Yeah, the Bazin stuff.
Your mind.
Definitely. Like yeah, like the kind of like gap between what you view like of an image, what an image gives you, the gap of what you see and then what is actually real. That kind of like gap that forms like in a way is like I feel like a lot of what kind of the magical stuff comes from, the supernatural, as I was saying, because like. There's how do you even make sense of that?
How do you explain it?
Yeah, and like it has to be something like out of this world. I guess, which is like a big part of like what goes on in this movie. Is like trying to like reckon with it. I guess.
Yes, and I'm like it's great you say that because like I think that's like what Rivette's whole interest in montage was in general.
Yeah.
Was this example you're saying is like. And just why every filmmaker that was interested in montage was interested for that reason. You know, basically that kind of creation between images, you know, or the images that's in your head, you know, that kind of that's formed there versus just like literally showing images linearly in time, telling a story or something. You know, that's like what's exciting about watching a film as well. You know, that's kind of I guess what I was saying more about this film too. I think it's like just like as I've watched all of Rivette now we're concluding Rivette too. Obviously, it's like I think this is a really good. I mean, we're doing this last movie too, but I think this is actually a really good concluding movie too. Because like I can see like being a good starter movie for Rivette, like maybe not the one you would want to start with. Maybe someone could. But at the same time, like it had a lot of these themes we're talking about, like with all Rivette's movies that we've been talking about throughout the series.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I guess I don't know, Blake. What about you?
No, yeah, I really liked it too. It was my first watch, obviously, so I didn't even know it was a ghost story going in. That's why, like halfway through it, the movie completely changed for me. Obviously, I was like, "What the fuck is going on now?" Because I was like, "That girl in the picture is supposed to be dead." And then she just appears there, and then I don't know. Yeah, it definitely leads to a lot of what you were saying in your review, obviously, and what you've been saying in this podcast of just like what even is reality almost. Like is reality just like what the viewer makes it? What the director wants the viewer to see almost? I don't know because like I still don't know how to read like the ending of this movie either, because like her basically coming back to life at the end for wanting to basically like she still wants to live with him, but because they had like some agreement or something where she would like leave him if he wanted to stay with her or something like that or something, right? It was like a great quote in the movie.
If he brings something up or
if you bring something up, you'll lose the memory of me forever.
Yeah, if you
I forgot what her exact stipulation was.
Because those are some of the best parts of the movie, is like how he chooses to film the ghost story after that happens also, and just like kind of like how cruel basically time can be. Like because this is obviously what happens.
Okay, don't fail me. She said like basically don't fail me.
Don't fail me. But I think there was something else. Like he said something to her that he wasn't supposed to say, and then she was like, "Now you're gonna lose the memory of me forever."
And he's like, "Yeah, I don't give a damn about memory. It's you I want, present, not absent."
Yes.
Cool. But I don't know. The ending is interesting because like I almost just see it as like kind of like the cycle continuing. I guess maybe.
Well, what's cycle though? Because it's like I feel like it's way happier though, or way more hopeful. I don't know because like
the only reason I see cycle is the way. Okay, see now I don't know because like okay, so the beginning of the movie. It starts with him already knowing who Marie is, right?
Yes.
The ending of the movie, he doesn't know who Marie is.
Yeah.
But I mean,
she comes in front of him.
But but there was a point before the movie, a year before, where they met.
So you're almost like this is like that moment.
That's that moment. Yeah,
okay.
That's kind of how I see it.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever like obviously. It's
Honestly, that makes sense because like that's why I like this. I love this last line of the movie because this movie is literally about like time, time, and that's why I mean I talk about Toulouse all the time, but his time image book is like literally so like that's why it just like is amazing because that's why when he says film is moved from the movement image to movies just literally about time itself. That explains a movie like this perfectly. I mean, Rivette had read Toulouse probably, so.
Yeah.
I mean, he had known, but like it's kind of two ways. But like that's why you can make a movie like this because it's like he's not trying to directly tell a linear story about romance or something about falling in and out of love. But it's like you can start a movie like it. That doesn't like that theory of like this movie starting from the beginning. It doesn't necessarily have to be true either. It could be what like is saying. It could be hopeful.
Could be
like that quote he has about Celine and Julie is like. Probably true about all his movies. Or like I agree with all interpretations.
Yeah.
But just like that's why I love that the movie ends on the word time because it's like it kind of frames the whole movie. It's like just a movie about like time, which is like just moments.
Just time passing.
And the way like we reflect on time too is not necessarily linearly. It's like just almost random moments in our life that we put together and say like that was a person.
Yeah. Definitely.
Also, it still maintains like, that's why I'm still hesitant to call it really classical because it still maintains objectivity. It's not necessarily like taken from any single person's POV or like.
Well, okay, that
really,
but kind of, but also the perspective does shift in the movie with the inner titles. It starts with.
That's true. I mean, that's why maybe there's no singular perspective.
No singulars. That's probably right. Because it's because I mean that's interesting. And also the other thing that's interesting about the movie is kind of like the perspective shift, as you kind of because it starts with like the inner title Julien, and then it goes to Julien and Marie, and then Marie and Julien, and then just Marie, and like more and more you're shifting to her perspective basically.
Actually, the Duchess of Langeais had some of this. I just
kind of too,
that so bad. That actually has a lot of that. Like it's really fun the way that one does it too. Yeah. Maybe it's done in the more like way Balzac does it in the story. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that one's definitely objectively filmed. I feel like I don't know.
Actually, less so. That's why I was saying less so.
I honestly think that Don't Touch the Axe is a comedy, my dude. That movie's fucking hilarious. Their titles are hilarious sometimes. Like I was rolling on the floor laughing with some of those inner titles. And what was said after them.
Especially his face. Okay, well, I don't want to get too much into that.
No, yeah,
just his like depressing attitude all of it.
Okay, that's good.
And his hair too. He's like basically emo. It was like time.
Yeah.
He's Napoleon Bonaparte.
I mean, this movie
he's a friend of Bonaparte.
They call him.
Or no, he's the young Bonaparte. Actually.
Yeah,
he's like
the young.
He studied under like Bonaparte.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah.
They're like, okay, whatever. Okay, we'll come back to that. What else do we have? Do you have anything?
No. I thought of like Rouge a lot while watching this. Also, just like more of those like not like classical love stories, but just like these love stories at a time. Like, and I already brought up Yugetsu also, but.
Okay. What time is it there?
What time is it there? Definitely came to mind too. Okay. Especially with the perspective shift to Marie, or like not the perspective shift. I guess I don't know what you call like my favorite scene in the movie is whenever we get like what we already talked about, like her erasing her memory from him. From him, I think. Yeah, that's not the right way to say that, but whatever. Because we get like the scene played out like two different ways because you're seeing it from both their perspectives, I guess. But that's also kind of like how Cyan, what time is there, shoots like the dad especially because the dad does appear in that movie, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I did really like it though. There's a lot going on.
No, it's definitely a bit overwhelming. I could see.
But it's one of the ones that I'll definitely revisit more than some of the others because of the length as well.
Damn. Okay. Guys, ready for the series to be over? Damn.
No, you're gonna be surprised by my best movie probably. Well, actually, my two best movies.
Okay. All right.
I love long movies.
Tier list coming?
Tier list coming.
Yeah, my ranked tier list. Anyway, I guess we can go ahead and get into the movie. See, really interesting first scene because it's like color-wise, it's like completely different from the rest of the movie. Because it's like bright green the first scene.
Well, it's like technically one of his dreams.
Yeah, I guess it is a dream. Which I mean, even though there's a lot of this movie where it's like it kind of becomes like, oh wait, is this even a dream? Like certain parts, like a lot of her scenes with like, well, I guess we'll bring it up, but like, yeah, I guess this is maybe just specifically his dreams, maybe. Like this is probably one of his only like.
I think what's more important is, it's his desire.
Well, actually,
and that's why it like basically happens right after. So that's why I think is this whole movie a dream because like it happens. Because
apparently,
after,
in the book I read, apparently Rivette acknowledged the influence of Louis Buñuel, and the writer of my book said that he thinks this opening scene borrows from Belle de Jour, the opening scene in that one.
Okay, first of all, this the way he's sitting on the bench. Because for sure in Le Pont du Nord, when she gets out of prison for the opening scene and she goes and like sits on the bench, she like sits almost the exact same way. Like there must be another movie too where like there's a Rivette character sitting like this basically.
Yeah.
Like,
but
just really like it's because it's like the way he like does this like classic Rivette shot, which I think he got from Rossellini of like basically filming the whole area, around you.
Yeah.
Where he basically moves the camera all around the grass. And then the camera pans up, and you just like get the trees, and then it cuts to him like looking.
Just
asleep. Yeah. And then the way she walks up too, it does seem Buñuelian too. Now I'm thinking about like the way they talk, just like
because the writer of the book I read, he said in both films the films are Belle de Jour in this movie.
Okay.
The space of the real ultimately becomes increasingly indistinguishable from the space of dream and erotic imaginings. So yeah, you can definitely see it like with this scene. And honestly, like the openings are like because the opening of Belle de Jour, isn't it? It's like her like it's like one of her like fantasies or whatever, like her getting whipped or whatever, and then kind of like just like it's like outside too, and there's like kind of brutally cuts, just like ran like to reality, I guess. It's like, oh, what the fuck?
And then someone waking up.
Yeah, I think something like that.
Okay, I don't remember the opening.
I remember like I don't remember the exact details, but yeah, it's something like that. But yeah, basically, like we see Julien Marie. He recognizes her. They had like a thing a year ago, and then it's a crazy kind of ending when she like pulls the knife on him all of a sudden and just like stabs him. But then it's a classic like the dream is over.
I think so.
And then then he wakes up in like some like diner thing. Like some bar, I guess, and then in reality, I guess, or reality, whatever you want to, kind of whatever you want to like call it. He runs into her like immediately, and he's like, "Oh, I was just having a dream about you."
See, this is why I like the rewatch. Also makes it fun too. Is and like Blake said, I don't know. This was a ghost story for the first hour. This is like why like cinema is like you basically experience a film knowing the language without it realizing it. It's like. The first scene he films, the way they talk, the way they move, it's like weird, like dreamlike.
Yeah.
And so then when you cut to a reality scene, and then the way they're talking now, they're just talking normally, like in conversation. You're like, oh yeah, okay, now we're in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like he's kind of like we were saying, he's messing with you. Like this could also just be a dream too. Like, he's just filming it like a real world thing. It's like, but it's all film.
Yeah, definitely.
So I guess you rewatch and like, wait, no, this is also kind of in his head. Like,
yeah.
It's like. But like the way he's filming, like just talking, you're like, even you're getting tricked into like, oh yeah, this is normal. Now it's like he's saying this is reality now. You can't help it. Like even the way he's filming it too, like the way they're talking and stuff, like you just can't help but think of that,
Yeah.
And the rest of the movie just like kind of fucks with you, like thinking that at the very beginning of the movie.
Wait, what the fuck?
You're like, wait, what's that reality?
Oh my god. Yeah, there's just like there's so many layers I guess it creates, but
because if you think about everything else that happens outside of the movie, which are the reality-based scenes, you could say in a way, like are they actually outside the house, or with these kind of like goddess characters, like we don't even know if they're real or not.
I guess because this is the next scene, you
like
meet Madame X, which is
her
like
sister, that whole storyline.
Yeah, like basically like he's like blackmailing her.
Yeah.
She's like an antique dealer, and he's like, oh, I have something that like shows like You're like counterfeiter basically.
He likes these male characters that are blackmailers for some reason.
Yeah.
Like Up Down Fragile. No, yeah, Up Down Fragile has the same thing.
No, yeah. Gang of Four.
Gang of Four also
does have that.
He's like trying to get. Yeah, basically like something similar. Like it's.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely, yeah, but it's like
it's kind of
dangerous man.
Suspicious man.
Suspicious.
Except for this, like, okay, do you like this guy? Maybe that's the way we should frame this.
Because
Lost in War, we had a similar conversation too. Do we like this guy?
Like
that's a question you'd ask from Red movies, which makes it more interesting than normal. Like kind of.
No, there's not a clear answer either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do we like him?
I'm like, well,
because he's like blackmailing this woman.
Which you're like okay, like, but like you don't even know, like it's never made explicitly clear like why he's doing it. I guess.
Yeah. That's another reaon why we're like, should we?
Because it's like, is he
we
like?
don't know if it's a good reason or bad reason.
Is it a good reason or bad reason?
Because he's saying, oh, she's a counterfeiter.
Yeah.
So is he doing something? But like the way he's just like, oh no, 10 times the price, I don't care. Like the way he's like just so casual.
Yeah, he like moves the goalposts all the time.
Yeah. He's we shouldn't like him in the scene, right?
Yeah.
Well, and then he was like, he's saying it's the counter thing, and then you get shown this picture of like her and her dead sister, and then I was like, oh, she killed her sister, and that's why he's blackmailing her actually. But then it's like obviously not. Well, maybe not. But I don't think it's
like
that
does he even know that part?
No.
Yeah, we don't know the information. Like, it almost seems like the same thing in like Up Down Fragile. He got the information. What is Up Down Fragile? The one where he finds the information like the drawer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm getting all the movies confused now. Yeah, where he finds all the information like randomly, and then he uses that as blackmail. You know.
Yeah.
Is that this kind of case? We don't even know really.
Yeah, because
it kind of seems like he just like randomly got this.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, pay me. But even then, like, yeah, well, it's like a thing where it's like, oh, like you think he's gonna, like, he said he's gonna give it to her, and then like he like moves the goalpost, and like this happens to this scene. He like leaves her like after like burning one of the papers too. We get a scene with like him and his cat, which I mean obviously a lot of great cat shots in this movie.
There are.
It's a mighty fine cat.
He also talks to his cat in this one. There's a few movies with the characters like to talk with the cats. Too.
It's a cute cat. Looks like my twin brother's cat too. Which I like. But basically, I forgot to say too, like him and.
Well, and the cat also sees the ghost. So.
Oh, does it? Oh.
Yes. No, the cat interacts with Mary.
I guess
or Marie. No, just the movie in general. Like before I knew Marie was a ghost. Like she was interacting with this cat, and the cat was reacting to her also. So, but that's another thing. Cats are supernatural like that. They see ghosts.
Yeah, I think also when he runs into her, they kind of like agree to meet somewhere, and this is like basically he goes to like this like outside cafe thing, waiting for her, and then like she just never shows up pretty much. Which I mean, and it's like a random detail where he's like making the like
L out
of the coins.
That seems a very Buñuelian thing to me. I actually thought of Buñuel
really?
movie.
Okay.
It actually might be Belle de Jour. Now I'm thinking about it. I actually thought about it in this scene because like there's a moment where they're like she's just walking around just doing stuff by chance. She's like, which way should we go? And then I forget why. I think they flip a coin or something. Like she's like deciding which way to go, like walk down the path. And it's like, oh, just do it randomly. Like they start doing. I'm forgetting the exact context, but I know there's like a road one where they're like, oh, let's just do it randomly, and she flips a coin or something. But like Buñuel has like these like chance moments, you know.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, like the Buñuel connection is a lot more like I don't even know if you remember during that series I mentioned like his surrealism, which made him different than like Salvador Dali or a lot of the surrealists that people think about is like his surrealism was you still film only the natural world. You know, like I said, I was like the exact same stuff I was saying with Rivette. Like, there's no fancy camera tricks. Like, there's no like film techniques, no speeding, all these other techniques you would use. You know, not even ghosts on screen. But really, maybe a little more makeup for Buñuel. But like, it's still filmed really naturally. But like, I read this like quote where like, but that's where his surrealism comes. Just like in between the images. You know, it's like, that's where it's like Rivette. It's like very similar now. I don't know if Rivette would call himself a surrealist though. I don't know if Buñuel would have, but it's a very similar idea though. Especially with this movie, like the ghost idea.
That makes sense.
Like, do you think Rivette believed in supernatural?
Well, can you just read the quote? Like,
that was early. He's like only through materialist means. Do you think that's an answer? Like him saying yes?
I think so.
Okay.
I feel like he has to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I feel like in a way, like, I don't know. Maybe that's why he likes cinema so much. I guess you could say.
Yeah. No, I honestly do. Like, it's funny. Like now that we're saying this, like, there's this quote that I'm always gonna think about through Rivette because like it was in that montage interview where he's talking about like, in a way, you could say that montage, it actually it makes you think, right? It actually forces you to think.
Yeah.
Through montage. So you could say actually the duration of a shot, by extending the shot, by using long shots, is actually a theological belief in cinema, opposed to making someone think, which montage, you know? Because like that's kind of what his films are, almost like the interplay of this montage versus these long takes, which he's saying is like the kind of belief in cinema, almost like the Bazinian approach, you know?
Yeah.
Where he's like, Bazin was definitely Christian, where he's like, that's why we should like film reality itself, because like he believed it was like almost kind of this quote, it's like the image is also reality. And if God is created reality, it's like the image is a part of that, you know. I don't know if Rivette will go that far, but because it's interesting. Like it was kind of like a counter montage take in a way.
Yeah.
Because like that's what the one thing I want to think about is like these long takes and these kind of just slow moving shots.
Yeah.
Letting this camera slowly move across the scene, you know.
Yeah.
Even in this scene with the cafe, like the camera like goes across the whole cafe.
Yeah.
And you realize before it even lands on him, like
it's like damn.
He does that all the time.
Yeah. No, especially in this movie, like also like how he does it like only like in the house basically, like through a lot of the movie.
Yeah.
Too.
We barely get outside of the house too.
Yeah, it's
except
almost
for
like
like Madame X a little bit and the sister.
Yeah. Like it's kind of crazy how much time you spend in there, but but yeah, we see like Madame X like appear at her house without like and he like gets mad at her because like she just showed up kind of like without like his permission or whatever, like it's like he like she violated their agreement or something, and then basically he like raises the price because of it. And then we see him play this cat have his cat and some more, but then she like comes over.
She just randomly appears.
Randomly appears. And kind of just like I love the scene too, like her just like walking around looking at like all the clocks and stuff. Like,
well, this also reminded me of a former Rivette movie. When we see her enter the painter's studio for the first time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She kind of like basically walks around it. She even says like it reminded me of like a chapel.
Yeah.
When she's talking about it.
Yeah.
Now that it's the same actress too, right?
No, it is the same actress. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the same actress.
Yeah.
Now we see
because she's basically looking at these clocks like they're paintings.
No, there's one clock that's like a painting with like.
Yeah, actually, that is true. Yeah, because that one comes back later too. Actually, he used that a few times. Yeah. Damn.
I guess speaking of Lavelle Nazus, Mikhail Bacoli also is in Duchess of Langeais.
She is.
But it's so I've completely forgot he was in that movie. I'll be honest.
No, I like how he shows up.
He's kind of yeah, it's funny. Marie like invites him over to her place, basically. And then we see like him working on like the big like complicated clock in his house. I think the next major scene is basically him going over to eat, basically at her house, pretty much. I think it's kind of when they basically like they're like starting to catch up, like because like a part of the movie is like they're past like lovers or whatever, because like he had someone that kind of like left him to go to like was it Montepart or whatever?
Yeah, Montauban.
Yeah, Montauban. And then or Montauban, I whatever it is. And then she kind of had someone that he like died in a car crash or something. Mm-hmm.
But she leaves it kind of vague. Like she's like he asks she loved him, and she's like, no, and it kind of just like ends right there.
Yeah, and we learned that basically that apparently like that wasn't really the case because she kind of
exactly like that's kind of what this the whole I guess another part of this
like she tried to commit suicide like frame him or
yeah.
whatever because they like she went mad or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, and then like I guess this is
So that's actually another part of this movie, really, that it seems like just like it's a weight on this movie that's not maybe not necessarily shown. Is like both of them seem like they're trying to also hide their past by kind of like creating this own world, you know.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's like something people try to do with love too, is like just ignore their past or like trying to create something brand new, you know, where it's like they can't really do it. Like,
yeah.
That's why it's like so mysterious why she keeps going to this room, almost like she can't. Like it's just like she wants to get away from this, but she almost like has to do it, you know.
Yeah, it's like the trauma. It's like the trauma.
Well, there's something about him having to release her, and he doesn't want to, and she doesn't want him to, also.
Yeah.
So it's like a mutual agreement on their end to continue this, obviously, reality that they've created. But there is something interesting about like the real world, in air quotes, having to free the ghosts at the very least. Which I don't know why it would be him having to free her from this memory, because she committed suicide after her old boyfriend died, right? Or no, she committed suicide trying to frame him.
Like,
I guess.
like
yes. That's why it's yeah, that's why the story is like, yeah, I guess you can read it that way, because it's also like, is it just coincidental that it's basically the same kind of story apparently the sister did with that was her plan with the other sister, right?
Basically.
So
like,
it's
the only way to make
or
them,
just like some kind of,
something.
you know, in a dream, the way like two stories get combined,
Yeah.
it's like your motives, you know, the same or whatever, it's like the person dreaming it.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, is it like, is it like a real thing? Like, or is it just like because even like the part where I even put in my notes where he's like, why did I even mention Montalban when mentioning talking to you about that? And she's like, maybe to make me believe. Oh, he's like, why did I mention that detail? And she's like, to make you believe, maybe. You know, it's just like how details just make us believe things. Like, that's why dreams are kind of weird, because like they can be very detailed, but you know, not real. Like,
yeah, definitely not real.
Also, like cinema, you know.
Damn, yeah, we also get, I guess, the first sex scene too. Which there's a few of these. Like I don't know. I think they fit the movie though. Like I don't know. There's something like, because also it kind of reminds me of that. Like it's the Bernard DaCosta quote about, or like his review of Lore, where he's like comparing cinema to necrophilia. Like almost like kind of like burying up like the dead, you know, like what the images that kind of like, you know, of dead people in a way, of the people now dead, and kind of like falling in love with it, which I guess is like kind of what this relates to that. I don't know. But yeah, like he wakes up afterwards and is like, she just kind of like dips basically. He like goes to like the front desk guy, and he's like, where is she? Basically, he said like, oh yeah, she left like early in the morning. And then yeah, like he like runs home. I think is because I think, yeah, he like goes home. Is this when he finds his house like actually I don't is this when it's like gone, like someone like went through it?
He can tell someone was like searching through it.
Yeah, which I mean you don't know whether that can be like Banamex or.
Well, that's what he thinks. He's like, I've been manipulated by women.
yeah. Damn, it's crazy. But yeah, then he like carries on. He like I think he gets a call from like some random woman basically saying like, yo, Marie's at this hotel. Like I don't know if it's like ever said.
Sister, maybe?
It maybe like I guess that's like someone calls him basically like, and basically he basically finds her again pretty much.
Because the sister makes contact with Julien as well, and basically tells him that she's dead, right? Marie's dead, right?
Well, Madame X kind of brings up that idea.
Was it Madame X or was it the sister?
X.
Okay.
I don't know.
I can't remember if it was the sister or Madame X.
I don't know if they ever interact.
Okay.
I don't.
can't remember if they did or not because I thought
in a way, like I don't necessarily
she,
see because I don't think they ever interact if I remember correctly.
Because I thought the sister might have told him that she was like her, or that Marie was like her, but
because she's like haunting Madame X.
Yeah,
like, she's Madame X ghost, and then but like since her and Marie are kind of in that same like I forget what they call it specifically in the movie, but like the the transitory phase, they can kind of like communicate with each other. I guess in the movie's logic, but yeah. Basically, yeah, he like basically goes to her room. And basically, like I think this is when he asks, like, "Yo, come live with you. I need you to come live with me." Basically, and then yeah, or I guess there's also the great line, "Did you arrive or are you about to leave?" And she says, "I don't know."
Yes.
And it's like, damn.
Yes.
Well, that's the kind. That's like
it's like definitely a foreshadowing.
Yeah. But yeah, then
that's when we get the
yeah,
Marie and Julien.
The first intertitle. Well, Julien and Marie. Because
really?
that was Julien before.
Okay.
What everything before was Julien. This is now it's Julien and Marie.
Okay.
Which yeah, like we kind of like see him like kind of just like waking up and like kind of like going around the house, like getting food out, like cleaning a bit. And like I guess this is where we kind of see like
because this
is
is
what you're saying,
the
like
first
kinda
example of her forgetting that he's mentioned his ex-girlfriend already.
Okay, yeah.
And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like,
No,
"I've already
yeah.
mentioned this before."
But yeah, like we see her kind of just like I guess what you're kind of saying like moments like when you're saying like these like moments like her behavior too, a lot of it,
like that long scene of him like fixing the clock based on the sound.
Yeah. And then her like trying.
Which I feel like this broken clock sound comes back a little bit with that other guy like mimicking the broken record whenever he was recounting her suicide tale. I don't know if you guys thought it sounded like that, because he was like all I could hear whenever I walked in was the. And then if you like listen to the broken clock sound,
I do remember this guy. The way he's describing the story is
sound.
so good. Like,
It is.
But I actually don't remember that now. I didn't think of that at all. So I have to go back and look. Damn, that'd be cool if you get those. No, because there's so many clocks in this movie. But that'd be interesting if he's probably paying attention to it, to like which clock is playing where. Cause that's another thing. His house is also used in the other movies, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So he was definitely thinking about that. It's like where the clocks are and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah, like she's like going around trying on like his ex's clothes, basically. Yeah, we get that like crazy shot of like him working on the clock and her walking in the room and like opening the like shade or whatever.
Well, that's when he gets mad because he's like, I don't need light. I'm just doing it by sound.
Like damn, that's the level of locked in I aspire to be. You know.
He's like a limping sound versus a normal sound.
Like damn. Would you be a clockmaker? Like, would you think? Do you think that's like a cool job, like a clocksmith? I don't know if it's like a.
Well, what do you think? He's like used to be.
Obviously, it's probably not like
aristocratic, a craft.
Probably not super lucrative anymore. I guess.
Yeah, no.
There aren't clocks anymore.
Well, actually, you can say they're more valuable though if you are one.
Why do you think he's trying to blackmail this lady?
I mean, he's even valuable at this time because they keep trying. He's like what he says. What year did this movie make? It's 2003. Like, it's actually a late movie. Like, we think of Rivette and, like, a period piece. We're like, oh, it's, like, older. But it's, like, it's actually... This is, like, a digital era movie, basically.
No, yeah.
So, no, it's weird to think of, like... Because he even makes this point, like, clocks have gotten smaller and smaller over time.
Yeah.
But, like, he keeps getting this phone call of, like, hey, can you come fix this, like, clock, this huge clock in a different city? He's like, no, I don't want to leave.
Yeah.
But it's, like, you could say that clocksmiths could be becoming more valuable as less of them. Like, if you want a clock now, you know, and you want to get it fixed, like the same way of, like, old pianos or something, like, there's probably just less of them, less people, like, doing that shit. So you could say it's more valuable.
It is more valuable, but if you're also not willing to travel for it, I don't know how many people are going to travel to you to get their shit fixed.
No, it's like, I'm saying, like, that job is valuable.
No, the job is definitely valuable.
If people are, like, it's like a niche thing.
It's scarce, so the people
like,
that know
people still like
it.
watches, you know?
Yeah, I guess that'd be kind of.
But they're more like a luxury piece.
Well, jewelers know how to fix a watch. I'm pretty sure. I think. Well, most watches are just run on batteries now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Like
But
most
if
of
you
them
still
don't
want a
even
really
have
nice
figures
watch,
anymore.
you know, because like watches are still fashion pieces.
No, yeah.
There's still luxury passion pieces.
But even those are like battery powered. So I guess like if the gears break and shit, you might have to take it to like an actual clocksmith. But
like one of these really nice watches. Yeah.
But at the same time, you could probably just take it back to Rolex.
But that would be badass to have like a huge ass clock that you would need like a clocksmith for or whatever.
I mean, that sounds like some shit you would do.
I'm surprised you don't have a grandfather clock
Like
already here.
That is, I feel like you like find some like crazy clocks.
Just like, I wonder if you could build a clock actually. That'd be crazy.
Another Danny side quest.
Wait,
I'm intrigued.
No, actually, the only thing I would do is like like in Hugo, like what's the first image you think of Hugo?
I haven't seen Hugo.
The clocks.
Exactly, where he's like behind the clocks and stuff. Like that seems fun.
Hugo's a good movie. You should watch it.
I need to watch it now because I know it's like about the beginning of cinema.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know anything about it at the time, so.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was watching George Méliès at the same time that I was watching that movie, so it actually like made a lot more
This is
fun.
a good fellow. What the fuck? Where's Joe Pesci?
He might be a voice.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess
he does get a call in this scene about fixing another clock too. I think the second call he gets.
Okay, yeah. We also see her like discovering the attic for the first time, which becomes like important. She like kind of like recreates like her.
Well, the first thing I thought of whenever I saw her walking in that room, I was like, "This is a suicide waiting to happen."
Well, yeah, because she is acting kind
just
of
the way
funny.
he filmed it. I got uneasy feelings already.
It's also where you get the bell sound that we're gonna play for the intro of the music.
Damn, yeah. Because that happens before like the next sex scene.
Yeah.
And then we see her like we see more scenes of like her like just doing shit in the room that's like weird, like bringing stuff in, taking stuff out. We see Julien like working on the clock with the cat like jumping all over him in the clock, which is funny. Like damn, like this cat's trying to go back in time, bro.
Well, this cat obviously knows some stuff because it's the one that shows her the documents.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Basically gets her involved in the plot, basically.
Damn. Smart cat.
As much as there's a plot.
Yeah. She's definitely, and then I guess there's also the scene where she like stands like on the ladder like weirdly, or like sits on it and then like speaks the like unintelligible language or whatever. And you're like, oh, something's up with this girl, like for sure. No, I think he also like speaks it. He also like questions her about like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
well, that's when she like has like this like she's in this trance almost when he says that.
Yeah. And like Madame X calls him in the middle of it too, and she's like, who the fuck is that? And he's like to each his little secrets, and then he's like I mean, like reveals to her like he's it's a girl, but like he won't like. I don't know. I feel like he's trying to make her jealous or something, like trying to get back at her for something. I don't know. I guess we see like we see the cat lead her to the documents, I guess, in this next scene. I think. Yeah, like the clog, like it's on the clog, the cat. Yeah. And she like brings it up. I think it's also the picture too.
Yeah. There's like 3 parts of it, right?
Yeah. I guess this is when she kind of joins the plot, right? With Madame X, like becoming the other woman. I think it's what she's called. We see like a Godard ass like kind of like love scene too, where he's like all these different shots of like them like embracing kind of like, but also like different shots of the body too. Mm-hmm. It's like some Godard scene. It feels like. Then it's like we have the scene of her like waking up in the middle of the night and like I guess this is like her like dream sequence when she like wakes up in the middle of the night and like talks to him, and then like in her dream or whatever we see her meeting Madame X's sister, which I don't think we know about yet, right? and like feel like
Adrian.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's why this scene also stands out because it's like a really bright room they're talking in.
Yeah.
Because you also mentioned the beginning scene where it's like it stands out because it's really bright and stuff.
Yeah.
Like maybe these dream sequences stand out because they're bright. Like
yeah.
Cause yeah.
They're like these are like very
stand
ghostly
out,
dreams. Yeah.
Because like it's been so dark like this whole movie. Like,
Yeah.
It's like that opening scene stands out, and like this one stands out. You know,
Yeah.
there are like a few bright scenes basically when they're in like public and stuff.
Yeah. And like this is like when she's like, "Oh, do you know the forbidden sign or whatever?" She's like, "What should I do?"
This is where she's bringing like, "Oh, this is about duality like, or something."
Yeah.
Like,
Like, oh
yeah, that movie. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
it's like he probably wanted the actresses, you know.
Damn. Yeah. Damn.
Because this definitely would have been Bull.
Bull
Ogier.
She's in Duchess of Langeais too. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, she is?
Yeah. She's the old lady.
She's the old lady. She's
Oh,
like because it's like her and McCormick.
Yeah.
It's like damn, they still got it in 2007, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Then I guess we see more scenes of her like setting up the room, and then I guess she goes and meets Madame X like at the bench.
Now she's the one. Like he's not even involved in this blackmail anymore.
Yeah. She kind of like
She's
takes
like
control.
Yeah.
And then I guess she also kind of runs into like while she's leaving to the fucking meeting.
She gets a letter.
Yeah.
From the sister.
From the sister that like it's like so damn, it's like so crazy like.
Well, the letter like he got Julien got an envelope before that didn't have a letter in it, and then Madame X had come asking for the letter back.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I didn't get a letter.
Damn, yeah.
And then we get this scene where the letter actually appears.
Also, yeah, do they know at this point that she's dead too, or is that?
I mean, Marie definitely knows.
Okay. Yeah.
And Madame X also knows that her sister is dead. Obviously, I don't think she knows that Marie is.
Yeah, I don't think she knows
yet.
But
She
she
doesn't
eventually
know
will
that
know
until later,
and tell
yeah.
him. Yeah. I mean, around here is when we get the Maria Julien intertitle. I think this is when they're at the table when they talk about. I think this is when he reveals to her about like the. I think she gives her the letter, which I guess is, presumably, I'm assuming, from what I understand, what Madame X's sister wrote to her before, like she committed suicide. Like the suicide note. That's what. Yeah.
That's why I would
Trying to
assume.
get her to be blamed.
Yeah.
Basically.
Which
Maybe
I guess
not
is
be blamed, but just explaining her actions almost.
Yeah, like she's like the reason at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I mean, I guess is similar to what Marie did to her old boyfriend.
Yeah, it is.
So, which I guess
That's why we're like, are these stories like the same? Like
Yeah,
that's why it's
yeah,
like
it's
that's
like
what's meant to-
mirror.
Are they coincidental or is it all just like from the same?
Yeah, and she like does this weird scene too where he's like reading it and then she like seems like she like memorized parts of it too. Like she read it without even like. It's almost like she knows what's coming next in the.
Well, she knows the story.
Yeah,
It's her own.
Yeah, I guess damn.
So it's like are these two separate stories?
It's the
like,
story of Marie and Julien.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah. Damn.
I
That's
said the title.
That's what this letter is.
Yeah, I said the title. Anyway, I think we see. She meets back up with Madame X too, right? And then, I think. I'm trying to think what's the.
I know the Madame X also meets her sister.
That happened
in that like cool ass room. This is the only thing I remember. There's like fucking all these like.
I don't even know how. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
She says something amazing too about like, I know I'm crazy because you're here, but or something like that.
But like, what is this room? It's like I think like
it's a crazy room.
Is it like some kind of? I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of Oriental.
Some shit like that.
I don't know if it's Japanese or, but a bunch of different like.
Like banners. Almost.
Yeah, banners with different designs, but like each one is like really unique.
Yeah.
It's kind of a crazy room. This one, like you can. It's almost like Yeah, it's like everything's inside the room, but it still like feels really magical, just like these two like divine beings talking in this like magical space. There's like no one else in the room,
No, yeah. Damn. Then like I think we see like scenes of like him wanting to go into the attic and she's like not letting him or whatever.
Yeah. No, that's where he has this good line where she's like, "You're angry with me." He's like, "No, but I don't understand, and what I don't understand scares me."
Yeah.
Because I think that's also a thing with like maybe Rivette saying something ironic about a clockmaker like trying to control time.
Yeah.
Because like time can't be understood or controlled, necessarily.
Yeah.
So like trying to control it is almost like like a false thing.
Which I guess is probably also what Duchess of Langeais is about too. Like trying to control someone.
Yes. Especially his kind of like trying to maybe both of them.
Both definitely.
Yeah, then I think this is basically when he meets up with Madame X and like she like basically like this is I guess when she reveals to him like like I think she's like she's like basically like she's like my sister basically like I guess like kind of just breaks it to her like like plant the seed of like yeah she's not real.
Your girlfriend might not be real.
Yeah, might not be real.
Yeah.
It's like damn. And I guess then he like kind of like and I think he like because I think he like so I guess to like quell like to like suppresses like fears or whatever, she finally shows in the room and he's like kind of unimpressed too. Like in the next scene, he's like but then like even then like they're like they're like their sex becomes even more like unhinged. I feel like because they're like he's like I'm a warrior like
yes, no, that is true.
It was like weirder like more like
there's actually what's the latest Hamaguchi movie that came out that we watched? Drive My Car.
Yeah.
Do you remember like the opening sex scene in that where it's like they're literally like quoting like it seems like they're quoting like something
I don't even remember.
weird like while they're talking about it. It's like I have to go back and watch it. I don't know why that because Godard also has a similar scene. I think Contempt or something.
That would make sense.
Do you remember the opening sex scene?
Oh, when they're like. Well, it's not. Like they're not even having. It's like they're not even having sex, but like.
No, but it's like they're just saying like weird. I don't know exactly like, what they're quoting, but like.
Yeah, I know exactly.
It's like they're basically quoting something that's not necessarily related to the actual scene going on.
Yeah.
No, but this one is like it feels like out of like it makes sense for what they're talking about, but at the same time, based on like all the other context of the movie, it just feels so out of place.
Yeah.
Like maybe the most passion in the movie. Maybe I guess that always.
Yeah.
At least the on-screen passion we see, for sure.
Yeah.
Or is it even passion, I guess? I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, damn. That's a good point.
Because
I think it's like... Because, like, she leaves it, too, after this scene. And, like, this is when he goes, like, on his, like, really, like, he's, like, private investigator shit. And he, like, digs deeper into it, like, interviews people that she did, and, like, basically learns that, like, she went mad one day. Like the one girl's like, oh yeah, she went mad one day. I haven't heard from her again. And then like that kind of leads him down the rabbit hole of like, I think this is the scene where like you guys were talking about like the guy that's like
someone eventually gives him an address, like her old address or her last address.
Yeah, something
and
like that.
And then he goes there and meets this man, this great storyteller.
He's like, oh yeah, she killed herself, bro. Yeah.
He's like, the way he's telling this story, he's like, he would be a great fire, like you're sitting by the fire, like telling horror story shit, like because he is just like everything he's saying is just like so haunting, but he's also making it just like very entertaining to listen to. Yeah. For the audience, for Julien, I'm sure it's excruciating. Oh, yeah, but like just the details of like him saying it was at first ruled a murder because of how it was done before they ruled it a suicide, because they were like how that would like they found like she did it to herself because she's like, or this guy says that she stabbed herself in the face multiple times or like cut her face up and then like hung herself after duct taping her hands behind her back or something. It's just like very in detail. And then his story of him
yeah. Damn. No, damn. And also the room is like the exact same as the room she was creating too.
Yeah. That's
like
what you're as a viewer putting together in your head, like, oh, okay, this is like.
There's some crazy shit.
She's recreating something.
Yeah.
You know that happened to her.
Then he like goes home and she's there at his house, and then like she takes her into the room, but like then it's like has a noose now.
Yeah.
It's like red now, and he's like I have to. Yeah, it's like comes like this like demonic ritual type thing, but like. Yeah, and then
he saves her this time.
It's like saves her, but it's like in those like weird ways.
Yeah.
It's like it's not like a just in time thing. He's just like he casually just brings her back.
I honestly think I feel like this one's in here more so for the next one, which is the dream sequence one, where she actually does hang herself and he's watching her. Because I fully thought that was real at first, or real in air quotes, but
it's like after they have sex, like she's like brings him up and then. Just hang, and then like you see, and then it's like cuts to
because she says to him, she's like, "You have to watch me."
Yeah,
and then he just stands there, and we only get his reaction shot, obviously, but
damn, yeah.
But then
the room's like super red too.
It is. It's insane.
Yeah. Damn. Nah, yeah. I guess Then we see like she does meet back up with the sister. They're talking about like how like they can be freed or whatever. She's like, "Oh, I don't want to be freed." And like,
I don't want to stay here forever.
Yeah. And then like, Then they agree that they don't know like the rules of like what this is, which I guess is like a Rivette thing, like the kind of like the rules of the game, you know. Yeah. Like it's like it's just like kind of like mysterious unknown like thing they have to play with, and then basically, she basically like catches him like going to like hang himself to like join.
Yeah, that's why she erases the memory of herself because he's breaking the rules or something.
Yeah, like
because him trying to kill himself is what makes her is what makes her do this basically. Erase the memory of herself. And like
he goes like oh, this is a great scene like I remember like watching the scene for the time. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I vividly remember like seeing the scene. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like holy shit, this is crazy. Because like it's like I'm saying that, but also it's like in the most like low key way possible too. The scene like because it's Rivette. Because like he goes to like slit his wrist and then like. She like stops him and then like she's like what'd she say like he's like you failed me or whatever and then like does like the shit with like making herself invisible and then like
that happened in Duel, the same little hand thing.
There might be a similar one.
They definitely do some weird thing like that.
They definitely do some shit with their hands at some point.
Because it happens. Adrian does it earlier in the movie too.
It made me think.
No, the forbidden.
It made me think of Buster Keaton's The High Sun.
Yeah, I was like, and like it's crazy. Yeah, she makes her she does one thing to make herself invisible and then one thing to make him forget her too. And like he's just like sitting down. He's like, oh. What's going like he just doesn't know what just happened basically. It seems like he's like, oh, what the fuck is this? Like how did I slip cut myself? Like it's crazy.
And then the way he shows it again too is crazy.
Like, and like she's just like lurking behind him too. Like he has no idea now.
Well, because he shows the same scene twice. Like first, like what his reaction was her. Then he cuts. Then he shows it again with her there in the room, like without him seeing her.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And then this is when he like gives like the letters to Madam X shows up and then she like burns the letters, which I guess like
Madam X comes in the house and she's like, where's the other woman? He's like, what other woman?
yeah
and she even mentions like your house is cold.
Yeah, I guess doesn't this what like this like kind of frees the other girl, right? When she
this I didn't really know what this meant because I didn't know like I know like the letter burning freed her sister, but then she kept the envelope because she was gonna burn the envelope too, but then she didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know if that leads into this overall ending or something. Because I don't really know, like I said earlier, I don't really know what this ending means. Like, I don't know if it's like her doing this to him is what like made her prove like this ultimate love, I guess, that she might have, and that's what makes her like come to become alive again. I don't know, because she starts to cry.
Yeah.
And like her like wrist starts bleeding.
Well, no, like she starts to cry, and then like the blood like appears in her wrist. So it's like I don't know, like because she's just looking at him. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Whenever she starts to cry. But...
And then you have like this like time jump too, and then that's like when the ending happens. Like he's like wait, who are you? And she's like, oh, I'm the one you love, and he's like I doubt it because like you're not at all my type. She's like, just give me some more time.
Yeah.
And then it's odd. It's
a great ending.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of saying like I think it's definitely like a cycle, like
But also, it makes sense, like, if she was in this kind of in-between space, it might not just be a cycle. She became human now, right? Because now she can bleed and stuff. So now if she can bleed in the past, she can bleed, like...
But do you think...
Like, instead of
is her fate still the same, though, even if she becomes a human?
Maybe, yeah.
I guess that's, like,
That's why I was trying to figure out why it was Julien. That was her, like, I guess, muse to free her. Because, like, if it's the other girl said, like, her reason for dying was her sister. And that obviously connects them for being, like, their release is her sister having to burn the letter or whatever.
Yeah.
And I never really is Julien the one that dies in the car crash 6 months earlier? Basically is why I'm asking.
Or it could be Julian's, like, the hopeful, like, that's what
he's the
This
hopeful.
is her finally getting over her other ex, maybe.
The other ex?
Completely. You could say, like, and him having to go into this room and accept that as well or something. Because, like I was saying, maybe that was, like, the past she was hiding versus, like...
Yeah.
I mean, that could be more hopeful, I guess, because, like...
I think the ending's hopeful, personally, just because of the way it ends, but...
Yeah, you can read it multiple different ways. It's open-ended for sure. No, but yeah, that's that story of Marie and Julien. One of my favorite movies ever. After the break, we'll get into the final Jacques Rivette film we'll be talking about, which will be The Duchess of Langeais. So stay tuned. Back to talk about the final film of the series, Jacques Rivette's 2007 film, The Duchess of Langeais, as we've recently discovered the pronunciation actually is, or Don't Touch the Axe, or
great title.
Yeah, that's great. Langeais. Or the complicated ass French title, which I'm not gonna try.
No.
I don't know if you have it up.
I don't remember it, but I remember having fun trying to say it.
Damn.
I did have it up, but
Barrage.
you made me go back and I can't go forward. Well, let me go forward again. Let me look it up. on.
Damn, crumbling under the pressure.
We're blaming you.
Yeah. What even was that sound either? I don't even know.
That was a song from Up Down Fragile.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of the singers.
Okay, I see. Then, were you about to play or?
I'm about to.
Okay.
Ne touchez pas la hache.
Ne touchez.
Ne touchez pas la hache.
Something like that, yeah.
Ne touchez pas la hache.
Ne touchez pas la hache.
Anyway, yeah, none of us are gonna attempt to say that.
But Don't
again.
Touch the Axe is I feel like good.
It's a good title too. Yeah.
A better title, like
Let's see.
saying.
I guess with the one scene. Yeah. No, yeah, this movie I kind of alluded to in the intro. I guess I'll say it again. Like, it's definitely maybe the most like I don't know. Is straightforward the right way to say it? Like, I guess structurally, like I don't know. It's maybe his most like. On the surface, it feels like very like what?
Period piece.
Like simple, maybe like.
Well, I was just like very specific genre, I guess. Too.
Like maybe more rigid, you could say, from his life, like because like it definitely like
traditional, like because he has other period pieces, but like they're not like no like this one feels like more like a traditional period piece.
Yeah.
So, at least like the way the mise en scène is and like.
Yeah, it's very.
But
like,
at the same time, I don't know. There's
it's like it's hard to say because like it's grown on me a lot. Grows on me a lot more. I think about it like, and it kind of like reveals more and more to me, as I watch it again and kind of think about it more. Because like it is simple, but he's like doing a lot with it. Like the relationship between the two characters, like how I see this film, it's like almost like they're like they both have this like domineering like. Almost like prey-ish. It's like this battle between the two of them, like a game between the two of them. Almost like they like love the other person, but they want to be in total control in a way. I don't know the best way to describe it. But
it's kind of like two people discovering each other, also.
Yeah.
Like because they both have like she's obviously not supposed to fall in love with someone because she's a duchess. Like that's why she calls him an interesting man at the beginning, and she finds him interesting. That's why she wants to get to know him.
Yeah.
But she never wants to be like physical, although she eventually does, obviously. But
yeah, no, and like just like the way they just like keep like upping the ante, like at how like unhinged it gets, basically. I don't know. It's hard to like. I don't know if you have.
Well, it's funny because I was like almost like the way I was probably describing it earlier sounded like I might have been hating on it, but this is like one of my favorite Rivette movies, I think.
Okay.
And weirdly, because it's like. I don't know why. Maybe
it's
because it's a little simpler after all these more...
I won't be making you mad with my ranking then.
Oh,
I thought that you hated it.
No, this is one of my favorites, though. Maybe just visually, it was actually... it's, like, very beautiful, too.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, honestly, she's gorgeous, but, like...
this is the same girl.
Yes. Believe me.
Okay. Yeah, but, like... Yeah. I don't know, like, It's kind of maybe like got a little Eyes Wide Shut kind of vibes going too.
Interesting.
That kind of theme too, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, especially from his perspective. But I guess this one is more about both of them too. Like both of them kind of almost like falling. Like. Yeah, I guess like said discover each other.
It's like they don't understand the love that the other person is giving until. Maybe the end, you could say.
And like the two worlds that like kind of like they inhabit and kind of like because there's that like it's maybe my favorite moment in the movie where like basically like after when she's like being kidnapped or whatever and then like the way she gets back to the like her palace, it's almost like it's like so insane. It's like some type of like magic like doorway that she just all of a sudden is like back into her own life now.
Well, the way he like just pushes her.
Yeah, it's like it's so like it's so insane. Like
damn. I wish there's like a movie I'm trying to remember that like does something similar, but I can't remember now.
Yeah.
But, no, I love that scene. I just like that's where it's like I was like like on the surface maybe it's traditional, but then I'm like thinking about certain moments.
Yeah,
I'm like no, it's not traditional at all. Like,
that's what I was saying. It's surface level.
Like maybe but like the way it's told, like that scene is really stands out.
Yeah.
My favorite like maybe shot in the whole movie is like when they decide to go kidnap her.
Yeah.
When they don't know she's dead, which is like. Or do they know that she's dead, actually?
They don't.
They don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when they're I know exactly what you're talking about.
They don't know she's dead.
They don't know she's dead.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
When they're like drawing the shit on.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know.
No, not that. Well, that part's great. No,
Okay.
the camera. This is what I'm saying. These like wide shots. Too,
Yeah.
like
Because I didn't
all
see
across
Armand
the
at the
scene
beginning.
where you're seeing the boats like get ready, and then like it goes like across these rocks. And it's like it's insane.
Yeah.
It's like damn, Rivette was doing this at like however old he was at this time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like a lot of the colors stand out too.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I love how depressing this guy is.
Yeah. Like he takes himself very seriously.
Yeah. He has that like great line like "Steel against steel."
That's my favorite part. Of the
And then
movie,
it cuts to
man.
like the title card of "Steel against steel."
Yeah.
He says
he knows like damn. Well, actually, it's based on the book too, so he can like it's probably.
Yeah.
He says steel against steel. Now we'll see whose heart is stronger.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of the entire movie is that
Yeah.
shot of him like looking up at the castle or whatever that he's about to go into.
Yeah, because he says something similar the first time he goes in. So he's like, "I'm gonna make her my mistress."
Yes.
And then like
something
immediately he
that.
falls for her. He's the one who's always going to her house. Like,
Damn. Yeah.
no,
Yeah. No, there's definitely I've read a lot of this movie, and a lot of people a lot of their readings are like based on kind of how it adapts the novel too.
Well, I want to read
really
the novel too.
Yeah, I haven't
It
I don't
makes
know
it sound
much
because apparently it was based on like the writer's true life or like similar incidents in his own life and stuff.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, maybe I want to read the novel too.
Have you read any Balzac or
No.
Okay. Not yet. Blake, do you have any?
No, yeah, I love this movie also. One of my favorites I've done on the podcast. I already said I honestly think of this movie as a comedy. Like the inner titles were really fucking funny, especially whenever you see the scene play out that comes after their titles and especially some of the things they say immediately after their titles.
Yeah.
I don't know. It had me laughing a lot.
Yeah.
But a big part, I honestly think a big part of the reason why I love this movie is I love this actress, dude. Like, I loved her in Boss of War. That's one of the reasons why it's one of my favorite Rivettes. You'll see where it is later, I guess. But she's gorgeous, man. Like, and the way that she just, like, smiles, I don't know, just, like, there's just something about her. Like, you can easily see why a man would fall for her so easily. In my opinion.
There is something to like maybe like partly why I said like his depressing is like there's such a contrast between the two.
There are.
Like Blake is saying, she's basically so bright and everything.
But she's even depressed, and you can tell. But she like hides it because it's like her class, I guess you could say. But
actually, I forgot to mention this. Like one of my favorite parts of the movies too. I put on my notes is like I also love like the shut-in like shifts in the POVs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like and then like the absences too at the end of this movie where it's like basically just like these long scenes of them not seeing each other.
Yeah.
You know, especially from her because you're not sure if she actually likes him a lot.
Yeah.
Or like especially for at least from when I'm watching it for like the first half of the movie.
Yeah.
Until like after he finally just like stops answering her and stuff, and like she basically becomes obsessed. You know, obviously.
No, yeah, it's like
Because
I was saying that it's like they each one of them like wants complete dominance over the other, which
there's that
it's like
there's like that game aspect to it.
Yeah.
And then also like when we see her as a nun at the beginning, it kind of frames the whole movie. You're like, how are we gonna get to this point? You know, in the movie.
I was constantly wondering that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I kind of interrupted.
No, I mean like that's a big part of it, like the nun thing also, because like a lot of this movie, if he didn't have the nun part at the beginning of this, I would have thought that she was just gonna completely commit suicide, like for the majority of the movie.
Yeah.
Because like we've seen many movies that end like that. Obviously, like I feel like we've done a lot of movies that have ended like that. They're great also, but no, but I do love this movie. I'm excited to get into it. So. It doesn't need to be restored though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like you said earlier.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. His newest movies like haven't been restored. But I guess
this one looks a little better at least to me.
I mean,
maybe it's just a brighter movie.
I like
it's a brighter movie.
So
definitely.
like
the sea shots are amazing, especially. I
Yeah,
guess.
it's insane.
Sea shots.
Yeah.
And just like her dresses in these like elegant places and stuff.
Yeah,
Because like we can't tell if she's embarrassed about him or not.
Yeah.
And it does have a lot of similarities, obviously, to the story of Marie and Julien, just because it's like basically a memory of love that you're reliving. But because I love the ending of this movie too, man. I love it too. Like I love what he says. Because like what his like officer says, like think of her like as a memory, like we're gonna
or as a story, and then
or as a story. And he says like
a book
I
read during
remember
our
as a
childhood,
poem.
and then like
He says I remember as a poem.
a poem, yeah. A space without shape or frontiers. Damn, yeah. No, yes, it's definitely an interesting, very interesting movie. We can go ahead and get into it though, because it definitely like because it does have the device of, and also you could say this maybe like, I don't know, it definitely like maybe this is kind of like because I don't know like how much of this is like the book too, if it's like I think it's a pretty faithful adaptation of the book. Because it definitely has, like, the literary device of, like, it's like, we're in the present, like, it's like, we start in the present, flashback, and then, like, end at the,
End of the beginning.
Yeah, end of the beginning, too. Like, or just, like, at the present day. And so, yeah, basically, like, he basically, like, is this, like, storied general or whatever that, like, is on this island attending mass, and then hears, like, the voice of this, like, nun, and he's like, oh... He basically, has an existential crisis about it, basically. He's like, oh, shit. This is that baddie I fumbled, basically. Yeah. He's like, he has to step outside and, like, look over the sea, bro. Like,
well, because this is my first time watching. I don't know the context still, too. Because, like, he looks serious, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what he could be.
I thought he was ill or something.
Yeah,
that's
what he said.
That's why
That's what he
weird.
said.
He does say, yeah.
It's like when after the guy's like, oh,
could be technically true.
you're gonna preside over dinner tonight. He's like, no, I will take bread promptly.
No, I'm not doing that.
I fuck that. Like, damn.
No, but the way that some guy describes him later about the Napoleon thing, where he's like, oh, but like if they took away his army, he wouldn't even care. Like he was just like, it like makes the whole movie kind of make sense too. Like,
okay.
I don't know, he's like a very depressing type.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a very good contrast with him, and I already said that, but like, just from this opening scene too, like the way he's sitting in this bench, it almost kind of reminds me of like Pickpocket when he's like sitting in the church, you know.
Okay.
And, like the camera kind of, I think, it kind of moves the same way. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
But.
Damn.
Also, his hair. We gotta mention his hair in this movie.
Yeah, no, it's
like adds to his whole vibe.
It does.
Maybe that's why I'm saying he's like emo. Just like that hair part. It's It's doing so much.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
his
the
mood.
I
It's
don't
like
know
telling someone of his mood.
Yeah, I don't know like the beauty standards though of like this.
Yeah, it's like did it actually make sense at this time period?
Like was he like Prince Charming back in the back at this time period? You know. Is that why she, or is it because of like his like?
Okay, we have to ask the Rivette question: is this guy likable?
Yes.
Less likable.
To me, yeah. I love this guy.
Less likable?
Damn. See,
like less likable than like Julien.
Maybe this is an interesting thing. Like, I wonder like how much like if you like the male, it's like how much you like the movie for a Rivette movie. You know.
Well, no, I still love his movie though.
Okay.
Like I definitely you'll see.
I guess I don't know your ranking.
Yeah, like.
Okay, you can't. Are you gonna go to
the
your system and be like 8 as number 1 then?
All the same tier.
Nah, yeah, it's complicated with him because like he has like he definitely has his like his moments where you're like,
does he? A lot of it's like legend, like that's why she kind of. It seems like that's why she's intrigued at the beginning, and they're all talking him up at the beginning, you know.
Yeah.
Also, this has a classic moment I love in film where, like we just talked about Charlotte, where a woman has opera glasses.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's an Opals movie too. Has one. A few movies do it. Like Age of Innocence has one. The Scorsese movie.
I haven't seen it.
Damn, you haven't seen that?
No.
Yeah, no.
That's 2 Scorsese movies I've exposed myself. I haven't seen this episode.
That one's a great one. You should watch. Yeah. Also, period piece.
Yeah, it seems interesting. But then like basically he's like trying to like talk to like.
Have you seen Elle? Did we do Elle?
We did Elle.
We did
podcast.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Elle also starts in a church, and he's like actually thinking about. He's actually looking at the woman's feet. Do you remember that?
I don't remember.
He basically falls in love with her because it's like he sees her feet at the beginning of the movie. You can say it's kind of similar.
It is very similar to this movie.
You can say it's like because it's like he's like you think it's like a church, and he's actually thinking about this girl the whole time.
Yeah.
No, it's very similar to this movie too because he falls in love with the Duchess of the Duchess in this one also because he like sees her feet. You could say.
Oh, at the beginning of this, yeah.
Well, because like whenever he goes to visit her, he's like, your feet.
Yeah.
They would get like thousands of dollars or something elsewhere.
Yeah. That is true. I also mentioned earlier where Rivette was like, in that scene where, damn, what movie was it? I think it's possible where he's like lying to her, where he's like, the girl's Dominique is like, I'm in love with you. And while he's like rubbing her feet the whole time during the scene, he's like, "Oh, actually, I don't love you at all." I can't say.
Yeah. Damn.
Is there a better foot guy, Loki?
Yes, 100%.
It seems like it though.
I'm not gonna worry about that.
I trust the visuals on this one.
Oh no.
He's not like Tarantino. He's like shoving in your face, obviously. But...
Yeah. You know, whatever he's into.
Buñuel definitely was.
Oh yeah, Buñuel's a freak, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We're not even gonna...
I don't know about that.
Oh, he's a freak, bro. He's a freak.
Did Rivette get married at all? Like, I have no idea. Like, Buñuel's married for like most of his life.
I have no clue what he was up to.
Interesting.
But basically he's trying to maneuver his way to find out if he could like speak to the nun, which he's having trouble doing because there's a bunch of rules against it. Like this one priest is like, oh, like you can't see her, like I can only see her because I have like an archbishop with me or something.
Because the mother superior can be with him whenever he sees her, but he can only be with the mother superior because he's like an archbishop or some shit. Like,
Some shit like that
in the church.
Yeah, But yeah, eventually, he basically gets to talk to her.
He gets to talk to her because, like they say, but why can't the savior of France basically talk to her?
And also, this is actually it's fun because Jacques Rivette really has a movie called The Nun.
He does,
which has like Anna Karina, and it actually the scene's very because he kind of shoots in that movie. If you've seen, I think you both have seen The Nun, where he like shoots kind of like as like almost like as a jail, like with like the bars and stuff. And he kind of does a similar thing here with like
he definitely does
the bars and stuff
for sure.
Which got him in trouble with the Catholic Church on that one and The Nun. But I don't know if they really cared at this point in his career. Mm-hmm. But yeah, basically like they talk to each other. Well, I guess they initially present as like she's his sister, and then like
well, that's the only way that they'll get to talk, I guess.
Yeah. Because obviously, like, nuns can't have like lovers or whatever. And that's like the rule, right?
Yeah.
That's part of.
And basically, they're I guess they're still kind of like bickering, I guess.
For a second, I thought this is gonna be another Rivette like incest kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess you don't really know actually at this point. Like you have no idea. And then basically she yells it. She's like, "Oh, this man is my lover."
Well, there's also that random title card too that's like directly from the book. Where it's like the words she spoke struck the general like lightning bolt or light bolt.
Okay, yeah.
Because she's like, "Don't call me Antoinette."
Oh,
and then it cuts to a title card.
Yeah, that's what I say. Like, I don't know, like
straight from the book.
Yeah, I haven't really.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm interested, like, why he put that there though. Like, if like certain things because he does that quite a bit throughout the movie.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
No, I think it's interesting for sure. And then like the curtain closes, like the Mother Superior like closes the curtain too, which is crazy. And then basically this is when we get like the flashback to the
5 years prior.
Yeah, but like at like the.
I also do think that this scene makes sense as a comedy too.
Like
with the whole like when she closes it, like you can watch it dramatic, but also it's like kind of funny too.
Yeah, I haven't really.
Especially like now that I'm thinking about like if you know the whole movie, like this kind of back and forth that's taking place.
Yeah.
It kind of just seems like another scene, like almost a Buñuelian kind of thing, like with the obscure object desire. You know, like it seems like another like little moment of their like romance. You know.
Yeah.
Versus like just a traditional kind of like.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like later on in the movie we figure out like someone says something about Armand saying like if you've spurned him, then he'll never see you again, and that's basically what he's doing to her now because she spurned him.
See, now that I'm thinking about it, Obscure Object Desire is like really. It feels a very similar kind of movie too, where they're like at battle, but like.
It's a battle of the heart.
Can't get rid of each other.
No, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. like think of this as like more of a Buñuel movie. I never even thought about it when I was thinking about it. Like,
especially this scene specifically.
Yeah.
Like, where I'm like, yeah, like it might be dramatic on the surface, so like now it's like more funny. Like,
yeah, the more you think about it.
Yeah, especially where it's like the scene never becomes. I don't know. Like, do you think she's gonna be? I guess we don't. Yeah, I guess the ending is the only thing that makes it like more like real and depressing. You know, the fact that she's dead.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Because I'm trying to think about this movie as a comedy too, because it kind of makes sense. Like
yeah, I didn't think about it as a comedy as I was watching it. At least for the most part. I mean, there's some.
I was just laughing a lot. That's why.
There's definitely a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah.
Especially with him. To me, he's just funny all the time.
Yeah, he's kind of a dork in a way.
Yeah.
Like, no, but yeah, that's basically when she like basically like first locks eyes with him, and then, yeah, like
it's a great cut too, because it's like, okay, we just saw this nun,
mm-hmm.
and then cut to 5 years ago, and it's like the completely opposite of a nun.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
100%.
Like
it's like even just the way it's lit, like it's a dark kind of prison. He basically lights the nun. It's like a prison.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You said that. And then, but it's like really dark, and then it's like cut to this really, really bright setting.
It's a ball.
Almost like Rivette saying like maybe this is who she should be, like versus like the the nun, but because like she's smiling, like,
and then she locks eyes to him, basically like almost like sets her sights on him like as like a piece of like prey, basically like
definitely
her prey,
basically. The opera glasses.
Yeah. No, yeah, and they start like she's like asking about all his like feats and stuff.
Yeah. Because that's when her friend is like hyping him up, basically.
Oh yeah.
That's what gets him interested.
I mean, he's known as the savior of France. Like,
yeah. Like watching this movie is like how's this gonna save France?
Yeah. Damn.
It's
also,
boy.
Also, it's also a thing that she's also married.
Yes.
Even though I don't think do you ever see your husband?
No.
No, I don't know what this thing about. But I don't think we do.
It's crazy.
Which is actually another. That actually makes the title Duchess of Langeais also interesting, because we never. That part of her name never really comes to play.
Yeah.
That's actually why she probably says "Don't call me Antoinette" either, too. Cause they talk about her husband once, but I don't think.
Yeah, she kind of teases him with it. Like,
Like, he never shows up.
Well, that's why she calls him interesting at the beginning instead of, like, obviously, like, she's not trying to entertain this as an actual, like, relationship. She just wants it for fun. So
at least initially.
At least initially, yes, 100%.
Well, and there's that part at the end where the older woman's telling her, you just do it in secret.
Yeah, you can be discreet about it.
Yeah,
right?
you shouldn't do this in public, you know.
Yeah. But yeah,
because a big part of this movie is obviously about appearances, because like they say that multiple times in this movie, like especially with Armand, he's just like, why are we keeping up appearances? Like, why do you care? You shouldn't care what other people think about you.
But basically like then she invites him.
It's crazy that he said the appearances thing, because French Can-Can is like, that's a big theme in the French Can-Can too. Like, it's like mentioned multiple times about appearances.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously, Rivette loved that movie.
Yeah.
Like, wrote about it. But basically, she invites him to his room, and like, we kind of start to see like because then he like walks like you see him walking outside where he's like, oh, I'm gonna make her my mistress or whatever. It's kind of now I think this definitely is kind of funny. Like
the way you just walks up to the door says it.
Yeah, it's like what's blood doing? Like,
especially if you know the context, like what's about to happen to him too.
No, yeah, shit. And like basically she basically pretends like she's sick in this scene, almost like to like present her appearance in some way to kind of like, I guess, like play with him or whatever, like to it's like it's just like kind of like the chess game between the two, I guess. Like she's like acting so like Like
also, we gotta mention like if the last movie is about clocks, this one is mirrors.
Oh,
This
yeah,
one has a lot.
So many great
sure.
mirror shots.
No, yeah.
Maybe that's probably why I love it too. Like, cause like the way she enters in this first scene too is like she's wearing this red dress, but like the mirror's like in the back, so you can kind of barely see her.
Yeah, there's some insane shit.
Yeah, there's some great shots of like both of them in mirrors, at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like, would you say like they're kind of like mirrors of each other in a way? Would you say like?
Maybe this kind of battle they're doing.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like they're two like kind of like apex predators in a way.
Interesting.
Like almost like devouring.
See, that's
each
what
other.
it's That's why I don't know if I see him as apex predator. For her, I definitely can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But maybe too, like maybe what he's saying too. Like he's a general. Maybe it's just like yeah, you might
it's
be
just
right.
natural.
It's just like his look is like not kind of giving that vibe.
You call him chops?
Not chop. No, I say I love this guy.
Oh, okay.
It's just like apex predator is not how I describe him, but
okay.
maybe like he seems like that now that like he's like so basically committed.
Yeah.
And he does kidnap her at one point, literally. So.
yeah. I guess. Yeah, but and yeah, like he's like trying to make advances, and she's like kind of just not. It's like a lot of movies.
It's where the foot scene happens. It's hilarious.
Yeah. This guy, he has some interesting riz. I mean, I guess although her riz is probably better, honestly. Let's be real. No, but yeah, then like I guess we see him like the following day he like comes by again, and he's like walking around like the place or whatever, and like says hi to her again. He's like may I kiss your scarf? And she's like, well, I can give you my hand. Like, she's
like, I think I regard you well enough to give you my hand.
Oh damn. And he's like, will you always give it to me? She's like, yes, but we will leave it at that. And then I think they talk.
Is this where she skips the ball to be with him?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because she has a good line where she's like, the headache is a good friend, it's never questioned.
Okay, yeah.
About missing the ball that night.
And like he even kind of reverses that on her later when he says like when he kidnapped her, he's like, oh, I have a headache or whatever during that scene, doesn't he? I'm pretty sure.
I remember that.
Like because it's also collected the last scene when she was sick too.
This will the cut is 2 months later all of a sudden, right?
Yeah. And then basically we see is when we see like Mikhail Piccoli and the Boulangier too. They're like they're I guess they're like
they're just kind of warning her.
Warning about him. Yeah, like he's
especially
like,
Mikhail Piccoli.
He's like all talk,
Yeah, well, it feels like Mikhail Piccoli definitely knows.
Yeah, he says like you will not tame him, basically.
Yeah, calls him an eagle.
Yeah.
And actually, the other one, Olgier's one is like, "Don't forget manners are all." Like, that's like a very high class thing to say.
Damn.
Appearances and everything type of thing to say.
Oh yeah. He's like still trying to come on to her, and like she's like, she keeps like it's like I guess she gives him his like her forehead to kiss, but even then he's like
no, because this is also the first time where now the Apex Predator thing actually kind of makes sense because like. He's been waiting in the waiting room like every scene before this. The first time he like storms in because he's like waiting. And then like she says you have she literally tells him you have no manners, like literally basically referencing the previous scene almost where like the older lady is telling him like manners are everything. So that like literally cuts to the scene where this guy runs into her room.
And then there's also the title card I forgot to say. It's if the previous scene is the civil period of the sentimental war, the following is a religious one.
Is the religious one, yeah.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't know, like.
No, that was actually before the scene I'm talking about.
Okay.
Or after.
Oh, it was after. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets a bit confusing.
No, yeah, but it's like right. It's like
because that one comes right after this scene.
Yeah. So he's like, so he calls like that the civil one, and the following is the religious one.
No, because that is a good title card, but the scene right before that is like where he's using mirrors really well too.
Yeah. Where
like she's like backs away from him, as he's like, you can tell she's kind of scared of him. But as she backs away, like she comes to a mirror, and then like he's like in the mirror, like kind of like looking like looking at him almost. It's like a great shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, and then like I guess like we see like him like he's like I guess so like after the title card, basically like the scene is like her telling him like, oh yeah, I confess that like we have this like thing or whatever to God, like God's the one like she told about it, and he's like really mad at her basically for it, like he's like pissed about it.
Well, because the scene is hilarious because she's talking with the priest and he just walks in, like so basically just starts like just looking at the priest like really hard and like making her like get up and leave basically without saying anything. Basically being a little bit rude again. But
yeah, he just can't help it. Like he's just like.
Well, because he immediately asked her about it right after.
Yeah.
Like, does this man speak of our love? Because that's where he's like, if you don't tell him anything about us, or I'm not gonna come again. She's like, all right, goodbye. And then it cuts to the 1 hour later.
1 hour later.
Yeah. He's like helping her, like bring her life.
There's so many great moments like that where
it's hilarious.
Like the opposite. Like,
no, damn. No, it honestly kind of reminds me of there's this I had talked about before the Maurice Pialat film We Won't Grow Old Together, where it's basically like a film of like about this like guy and his mistress or whatever, and like they're like kind of like troubles, and it's like basically a film where like every scene basically ends with them being like, oh, I don't love you anymore, and it's like cut to like them like being like seeing each other again, like, oh yeah, no, that's great. I guess this one's also like has like that one also has like the mistress angle to it too. Yeah, but yeah, she like plays the piano for him.
Yes.
The Taj River, and she like sings too.
Because he says in this scene, like, I didn't know music could move you like this, or could move people like this.
Yeah, he's blazing, bro, like crazy. It's insane. And yeah, there's the title card. Religion held 3 months.
Exactly. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Like
damn. But yeah, he's like, yeah. At this point, he's just like, I don't know. I just see him as just like this, like, he's like a ball of like, I don't even know how to explain, like ball of like
frustration.
He just like haunts this fucking palace, I guess.
Yes.
He's like, it feels like he's constantly there, just like walking around, like, where is she? Like, damn. It's like, yeah, damn, he's in deep, bro.
Because he storms into her room again.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, mad at her again. Like,
well, he's mad at her because he's wondering like why he doesn't. Basically, she's embarrassed about him. Like he says like, why don't you embrace me in public or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, like he's wondering why she's embarrassed about him, and she might be like.
Yeah. Damn. And then and then she then.
There's also another shot where she's like getting ready in the mirror.
Yeah.
And then like in another mirror in the background, he's in that mirror like looking at her.
Okay, yeah.
It's like all these like little simple mirror shots.
That's the same shot.
It actually like must have been really complicated just shooting them, honestly.
No, yeah. Cause then she gets like the invite to the ball, or like basically it's like it's like transitions to like another like a ballroom scene. I think this is when he like is executing his like plan or whatever, right? Because he's initially in there, and then like we get like the.
This is also when he says steel against steel.
Yeah, and then also the don't touch the axe story too.
Yeah,
it's told
in
the
same
scene.
Yeah.
Where it's like they told like the guard told like people like when they were using the axe to execute people like don't touch the axe basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess like Is this the one where she's
That's where she's noticing his hand is like.
Yeah.
This is one of the most awkwardly funny scenes.
Yeah, he's like, and when will my head fall? He's like, I don't wish your pretty head to fall.
I love the dancing beforehand too, because she's just like dancing and she literally like hits him with her scarf. Like it's because it's right after that very like the very dominant, or I guess maybe not dominant positioning. I don't know. But it's just like the shot of him just like sitting there, like steal gets steal. Now we'll see whose heart is stronger. And then it's just scenes of her just like basically messing with him. Like I don't know.
Like he's getting like just owned basically.
But then you're just like wondering, like, is he gonna cause a scene right here in this ballroom almost? Like that's what I was thinking at the very least.
He's like, yeah, before this day is out, this misfortune will befall you. And she's like, I'm a child who fears no danger, and will dance along the precipice's edge. And then she like basically just goes back to dancing, basically. Like it's crazy. And then basically then she walks out of the building, and this is basically the plan. Like she, as it turns out, like they like stop the carriage and basically like kidnap her out of her. Like him and like these like masked men basically that he has, and kind of like this is when like the movie kind of shifts to like this different like world, as I was saying. Like
we're seeing her in his house now. Really.
Yeah. Like now he's like kind of has the
it's like mysterious house. Yeah.
But in a way, it's like it's the edge that only like he could like. Like her, like the way when she was in control, it's just because of like I guess her like position in society, you know.
See,
like,
this is also where to me it's like yes, he's in control physically in a way.
No, let's think that this is the only way he can be in control. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Compared to like when she was in control, it's just because of like, you know, it's her. I guess this is like, this may be what makes each of them like apex predators in a way. Like she's kind of like this like high regarded beautiful like. High class person. That's what makes her so desirable to him, and what makes her in control in those scenes. While he's like the kind of brute, soldier who can only get like in this position with brute force because he's like a general and shit. Like, that's kind of how I guess you could say.
But to me, I almost see this moment as kidnapping as like the proof that he's actually not in control at all. Where he had to do this.
Well, I mean, I don't think either of them are ever like maybe her.
She does seem like...
you think she's, like, in control?
Like, until after he leaves, basically.
Okay.
It's kind of where it seems like she kind of gets, like, almost, like, desperate, I guess. But...
I almost see this scene as, like, actually sincerely loving from his position. Because it's almost like this is the only way for him to make her realize, like, this is where you can, like, basically let your appearances down. Like, this is where you can be Antoinette. Essentially, it's almost what he's like. That's the feeling that I think he's trying to get through in this scene. He did in a really weird way, obviously, by kidnapping her, but it is a time and place in the age where appearances didn't matter, obviously, and this is a place that no one knows where she is.
Yeah, and she immediately
there.
She's like folding too,
exactly,
like immediately.
That's why I was like,
although you don't know if it's real. Like obviously you don't know. I don't know if anything is real. Really.
Yeah, because I guess she's trying to get away.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like down, and then like and he's like telling her like, oh, I'm gonna mark you or whatever, and like there's the great shot of like the masked men in the other room with like the fire too.
Yes.
Is like so insane. Oh my god. Yeah, but then like he like spares her, basically, and then
he was never gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ever. Yeah, that's true.
Like, he's all talk at this point in the movie, to me, also.
I mean, yeah, definitely. But yeah.
Because he's like, I'm going to brand you. He's like, okay, go ahead and do it. Like,
yeah, damn. And then, like, covers her eye, or... Well, they put on the blindfold initially.
Yeah.
And then he's like, can you see? And she's like, no. And then he, like, moves his hand from her face. Or he moves to kiss her, and she, like, reacts.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you can't see.
Oh, it's a great shot too with like this lamp, like weird lamp.
No, the lamp, yeah.
These like crazy orb-like lamps too.
Yeah.
Actually, they kind of this room is actually kind of significant to pay attention to because she comes back later and she's like can't recognize for sure. Because remember he's like, I have two houses.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if this is the one I came to, and the guy's like, I can't tell you anything else. Or something like that. And she kind of, at least as the audience, I recognize these lamps.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, these cool ass lamps. Like,
and of course, like it's his like house, but then like it's somehow connected to the castle with this like weird like labyrinth logic. I guess this whole movie's like. I
Well,
mean,
is it, or is it just because she's like doesn't it take her to a carriage?
no,
No,
they just go
or
up some
it's
stairs
custom.
and then a hallway and then like,
Okay.
and then it's just like fake
Yeah.
wall kind of like
Oh,
door
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's supposed to be some like it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be some like magical kind of like labyrinth-esque like thing. Which I guess Rivette's into that. And then the girl like walks in and is like, oh, I've been trying to find you.
Yeah.
It's like crazy. And she basically she's like just walking in like this like high side place like after all of that, just casually, like almost like shocked.
Well,
And
she's like, oh, I love him.
Yeah. She had.
Yeah.
Cause even then, like when he's taking her away, she's even like, "Oh, don't take me away from my Eden or like Garden of Eden." And it's like, damn. Yeah, and I guess we see some like scenes of like.
Well, this title card is a great cut too, because like
Oh.
you're not expecting this to be like the next scene where it's like he just disappears all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because I think what does it say? Like a week long, she looks for him at balls and receptions.
Yeah, that's what it says.
No, and honestly, this is like one of my favorite shots in the movies. They're like so low key, but there's like, she's wearing all green, and there's like this like kind of like flowery chair next to her, or she sits on.
Like couch type.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, and it just like just matches so well the kind of goldish,
yeah.
flowery design.
No, yeah, for sure.
And she's like basically sit. It's almost like it's like basically she's like in painting almost, like the way she's like sitting.
Yeah, basically, she's like she's like this. Basically, we see some scenes of like her being basically distraught over him, like kind of directionless, you could say. Like
These are some of my favorite scenes in the movie too, because this is what I was saying, like, because you kind of see it right from the very beginning, just the fact that he's showing up at her house, like he's in love with her, you know.
Yeah.
But like you're not really sure for sure, like.
You're not sure if it's still a game to her or not.
Yeah, exactly. If it's just a game to her, or if she's actually like, is she going to get depressed over him, kind of thing, or if she's just going to move on to another guy she's at the party or something.
Yeah.
That's like these scenes are the ones that are like make it really. It feel like real from her side too as well. You know.
For sure.
But like for Rivette, like what's real is the game in a way too. Like it's kind of both, I guess. Like because like it says like she writes him like 20 times without an answer and stuff.
Like damn, like
it's like
the Japanese soldier that kept fighting
like,
50 years.
It's like
after
in 2007 they didn't have texting, but they had texting.
2007.
I mean, I wonder if Rivette knew about texting. You know.
Yeah, they had like
It's like
Blackberries,
texting
right?
someone over and over.
Yeah, iPhone was released by then. Right?
You know, where you have to block someone.
Red's like, text went
you can't
green.
block someone with a letter.
Red's like, the text went green, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was that serious.
Exactly. That's basically what he's saying.
And she like goes to Paris too to like, and like it's like funny like the scenes of like the people looking at like like almost gossiping about her too, like seeing her carriage there in Paris. And like,
this is one of the best parts of the movie.
Like,
no, this is like almost like a Rossellini movie too.
Okay.
Where you get like the side characters like talking in the background. Like it happens in Age of Adichie a lot too.
Because one of them's like, this is a feminist revolution or something like that.
Right? Feminist coup d'etat.
No, actually, one of them was about to go on a whole rant about Spinoza too.
Oh yeah,
And don't forget Spinoza in the third volume. The Duchess's carriage goes by and they all start talking. They start gossiping about that and stuff.
Yeah. That's the second random philosopher I guess he's mentioned in his movies.
Oh,
Heidegger.
Oh yeah, Heidegger.
But there was another one which I'm forgetting.
There's definitely another one. I feel like.
I don't remember. And then like we see like the.
But they're basically praising her. Oh, they're saying it's basically.
It's like split.
It's like split. Feminist what she did, I guess.
It's split. There are some that are saying it's like, no, this is ridiculous.
The woman is actually defending her because it's like basically her doing this in public is the kind of courageous thing because like anyone can do it in private, you know, and hide and just deny it later.
But cheating on your husband in public is like bold.
Well,
basically making
also,
a choice for herself.
Yeah.
And she's giving up her money and status to do it. You know, by doing this.
It's her making that choice, and also it is still part of the game because it's also like even though Armand's been saying like you're keeping up the appearances, I just want to be with you. Like this flips it back on him. Like, what are you gonna do now? Because I did this. Like,
well, because the game is even emphasized even more in the next scene because we just saw that scene from a third party perspective of like the appearances scene. Yeah. So then when we see Piccoli and like Bull Algier talking in the next scene, we think they're also talking about her. We just think they're talking about her also already gone. So when she appears all of a sudden, it's like, oh shit, like, damn. She's like, yeah, I'm just trying to make him think that I'm there or something. I forgot what's her reasoning?
Yeah, something like that. I think
she wants the city to think that she's there. She doesn't. She
yes,
like
exactly,
it's part. It's part of the game to her for sure.
But the chess game just continues. And then like there's a telegram being like she wrote another letter and there's still no reply to. Like it's crazy. And then this when she goes to his home and she finds out like the butler's like oh yeah he has 2 homes and then like she's like pressing him for more information. He's like oh I've been like instructed not to tell you or whatever like he's in on it basically like damn yeah
because you see all the letters in the scene.
Yeah, this is where she's like basically defeated.
She like what's the like thing she like the butler makes her smell or whatever when she like faints kind of.
Oh, that's just like something to wake you up.
I didn't know what it was. Basically. I don't know if he was like trying to do something like for the guy or not, but
no, she just fainted out of like basically shock that he has ignored everything she sent him.
And then like she basically instructs Mikhail Piccoli to like give him a letter and say it's like a matter of life and death.
That is a really good scene, I guess, because I don't know enough about French history to know like the importance of this type of man, but she specifically says like I can't trust anyone else besides you because like you're like it's basically implying like he has to do this for her because it's his position as well, like to look after her herself more so than like even letting her like parents know like what she's asking him to do.
Yeah.
Because she even tells him to like forget this even happened, like no matter what happens, like forget that we had this conversation, forget everything, like forget that you did anything for me. Like
she's also like threatening with suicide if he like doesn't comply with the letter.
Yeah.
Which is like damn, it's getting to extremes now, you know. Like but at the same time, do you even believe her when she says this? Like
yeah.
Too.
It's a really good scene because she's like this is one of the simultaneous like sad / happy like where she's like both very happy and sad seems because she's like smiling like very like she's still very radiant but you can like feel the sadness also.
Actually, the reason why I believe her too, and this what Blake kind of goes to Blake saying is I start to actually feel the sadness, and then also like it feels like the movie's also getting darker too. Like just her backgrounds like the movie's like just starts to get darker too. Like she's kind of just like avoiding these parties that she's like, you know, been going to a lot.
We kind of get like
there's these like great last shots where she's like waiting outside his place, you know. While he's like with his friends.
This is
like,
great.
It's like our friends are talking about like whatever like some play or something.
Yeah, like that. They're like funny as hell.
Well, this is a great scene because Piccoli obviously comes back and tells her like mission accomplished basically. Like he read it in his presence.
Yeah.
And then she's just waiting, and then like the scene of him with his friends is just.
Yes.
Because he's just like you can tell everything like he's not thinking of anything his friends are saying. He's just like all in his own head right now, like looking at the clock.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like it's almost like he's like, is she actually gonna do this? Like.
And then like basically he doesn't come to the door, and like we get the title card. Like you think she's about to commit suicide here, right? I feel like that's like she like walks in the darkness and like it seems like she's like.
Well, if I wouldn't have known that she was a nun, then yeah.
Yeah, because there's the title card Hell's Boulevard. For the last time she looked at the noisy, smoky Paris, bathed in the red of the lights. Which I mean, like honestly, if you didn't know, you would think she was about to commit suicide.
Yeah.
But no. And then yeah, like he's like kind of like you see him kind of distraught over it. And then yeah, like
he fumbled the bag.
Yeah, and then like basically Tiger saying like they needed found I guess this is kind of like the start of like this is when it kind of brings back to the present day where he's like this is where he's like hunting for her basically like searching every covenant for her.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like this is when I guess as you're saying the shot of like them like
this long
planning
planning.
They have two plans.
The brute
or two options.
The brute attack force or a more stealth option.
Yeah.
He's like,
they choose the stealth option.
He's like, all in favor of the brute option. And it's like 4 guys raise their hand. It's like we're going with the stealthy option again.
Yeah, the great shots of like them like sketching the La Belle Noiseuse like shot of them like sketching the.
No, because they're like we could blow up this whole place. Or,
yeah. And
they're like I could care less for their lives, but I prefer to be discreet in general.
Yeah, convincing the nuns they were visited by the devil.
No, but the first shot of them being like, because it says 2 hours later, and then they're actually starting their plan.
Yeah.
And this shit, like this, the way the camera just goes all the way across like the water.
Oh, like the seagull. You see like the birds flying past or whatever.
It's so good. It's like a single shot too.
Yeah, damn, it's insane. Yeah, and they're like, they go inside, and then they find her dead. Yeah, it's kind of like
I
insane.
wasn't really expecting that, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
So it's pretty quick too.
That's why I was like, did I miss something where they knew she was gonna be dead or not? Because I was not expecting her to be dead at this thing.
Like damn. Yeah, you think there's gonna be like you think there'd be some like dramatic shit that happened,
exactly.
But it's like no, they just find her dead.
I mean that is a dramatic thing that happens.
But it's like
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
dramatic
yeah,
on screen.
Yeah. And then this is the ending here. Like they're on the boat and he's like he's like recommending I remember her like a book read during our childhood. He's like, no, I'm gonna remember her as like a poem.
Yeah. Well, he says yes, but it's like
a poem. Best, but it's like a poem. Yeah. And then we get like the panning to the clouds.
Yes, and the water too.
Which I mean, is that how he ends Noroid?
That's how he ends Le Pont de Nord for sure. Just panning to the horizon of the city / sea as well. I don't know, Noaho.
Noaho, yeah. I guess
I think that also ends like that though. Just panning to the ocean.
Oh damn. No, that's Duchess of Langeais or Langeais. Or Don't Touch the Axe, whatever you wanna say it as.
I think I even asked last week, Don't Touch the Axe, why is it called that? I understand now and it makes it's a great title, but
she touched the axe, bro.
She touched the axe. He touched the axe though too, you could say.
Damn. We got an axe touching contest. But yeah, that's the Rivette series. I guess before we end off the episode, we have a bit of recapping to do. I have 3 questions for you guys that I don't know if you guys have. I told you guys over the break what they will be, so hopefully you have them prepared. First off, I'm going to ask you guys your favorite ending out of all the Rivette movies you saw. So we talked about a lot about how his endings are very memorable, but also kind of anticlimactic at the same time. But
yes,
I don't know what's y'all's favorite ending you think?
I love basically all of them. I think I've already said that multiple times in this podcast. Honestly, the ones that I love the most are actually the ones that we kind of just talked about, the panning to the ocean, or just like the pan to basically nothing almost, just letting you reflect on the movie. But my favorite actually is Vasavo's ending.
Yeah.
I think I said that last week also. I just love that he ended that movie with them just all dancing, trapped in this theater together, and multiple characters saying how do you get out of here? I don't know. So I think that's probably my favorite, but runners up definitely gonna be Le Pont de Nord, Duchess of.
Wait, is this not gonna spoil for next week for you?
Oh shit!
That's opening scenes.
That's true. That's true.
It is opening. Oh shit! I thought it was ending scenes.
Oh, thank God!
Thank God we confirmed that.
Thank God.
Okay, opening scenes.
Locking days.
Damn, what ending scene?
Things they're so forgettable.
Okay, what's yours? I mean, honestly, it might be just the ones that most memorable of Celine and Julie's.
Okay.
Just because,
Mine's probably, Story of Marie and Julien, and probably my number one favorite, and then Noroi too. I love, but Noroi's kind of like the whole ending sequence.
I also
It's a
like
great
Gang of
ending
Four. I like
sequence.
Gang of 4's ending too.
Gang of Four ending is amazing. Yeah, I mean, there's not a bad ending, of course. Like any of
Gang
these,
of
they're all
Four's
pretty
ending is
memorable.
really
This is the hardest question you had of our three.
Okay,
Because they're all
okay.
great.
Yeah. All right, now, best looking film, you think, out of all of them?
Mine is easy, I think.
Okay.
I mean, my favorite in best looking is probably tied for like La Belle Noiseuse, but my favorite is Gang of 4.
Okay. I like that.
Just
yeah,
for the
it's
reds.
amazing looking.
Just for the
movie.
reds, but
So crazy shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think mine's changed the entirety since I've seen this, or since I've seen this movie on the podcast. But it was probably Noaho, honestly, or Noroids.
No, yeah, I also have Noir.
I think that's
as
my
well.
favorite.
Noroi. Yeah,
But La Belle
Noroi. It's kind of like Noroi. I think it just has a lot of shit I like
Exactly.
when I like a movie. Like it has like the moon shots, but also has like the beautiful like sunset and like just like ocean shots.
Yes.
Just
And
the
a great
castle
color
itself,
palette, too.
Like, oh my god, like he picked
Yeah.
that great seaside castle, and
The
it
castle
hooked me
too. It's like so
immediately,
insane how much like good looking shit is in that movie. It's crazy. You'll definitely see that in the rankings.
Up Down Fragile up there for me also. I will
Honestly,
say,
yeah.
even though that one's like low key, I think that movie looks fucking awesome.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, La Belle Noiseuse we have to mention
Yeah,
too as
definitely.
well. of course.
Danny already mentioned that.
And-
That's
and
probably my
Duel,
second favorite
yeah.
looking movie.
And then the last question I have to ask you guys is what should be if someone is wanting to get into
This is
Rivette,
a hard one.
what film are you recommending them to watch first? And I'll just go ahead and say mine. Like, probably Gang of Four. Because I don't think
I would do that.
because I think
No.
here's the thing. I'm never gonna recommend Rivette to like a casual
That's
viewer at all.
100%.
So at least I what I'm assuming here is someone has some sort of, basic like knowledge of the canon at least, or maybe like has seen some more stuff than a usual person. I don't know. I feel like Gang of Four, like, there's a lot of stuff that you can like grasp onto. Of course, there's the issue of like people with the bug of linear narrative with all these movies.
True.
But
100%.
I think Gang of Four has some enough interesting stuff.
That's why it's
Especially with the
tough to say
dynamics of the
maybe as the
characters.
first one.
I also would, I would say
Because La Belle Noiseuse is more traditional. It's just like easier to follow.
but also but then that one's like, but it also is like one of his slowest movies, you could say.
It is. I honestly think Up Down Fragile would be my pick. I
Yeah,
think
Up Down
that
Fragile,
one.
maybe.
I think that one.
Even
Even
though
if
it's
people
still
aren't.
Yeah, yeah.
I think even if people aren't like vibing with it, maybe at the beginning, I think honestly the charm of the leads wins you over by the end. That's the same way I feel about Celine.
As long as you don't try and
Dumbo
make
too.
sense too much of like
Exactly.
but that's any of his movies, I guess. So
Because I think
La Belle
also,
Noiseuse is the only one that I guess maybe like.
This is also why this is a tough question because and also why we do the podcast this way is we don't do one-off movies. It's because it's like when someone you say when the second you mention a director's name instead of just the movie itself, you're almost saying you should watch more than one movie.
Yeah.
Because you're like saying you should watch this Rivette movie, and like what's important there is the Rivette part, right? More than just like this individual movie.
Yeah.
Especially for like we even mentioned with the late style thing conversation we had at the beginning of the episode is like his style has changed so much, and the reason I'm saying this is if I started with Up Down Fragile and even Gang of Four, those kind of more like they're more realistic and the more about the girls themselves, like in more real situations, kind of.
Yeah.
Versus, like, does that really give you any insight into like Celine and Julie and Duel or Noiro?
Yeah,
I mean, not
yeah.
really in terms of like
Okay.
the story, and then versus like the more later ones we were just talking about.
Yeah.
Really, you just be like, you still gotta watch the other ones, at the
Yeah,
end of the day,
yeah, I
and they're
guess
gonna be
so.
more different. Like, even like I think about this with all directors I like, even if it's someone like Ozu who like, even he's like I make the same movie over and over again. It's like even I would say that about him. Where it's like you can see a lot of differences.
Okay.
That's why it's a tough question because I'm like,
Yeah.
if like if I say this one, why am I picking this movie? Is it just because I like it the best, or is it like
Yeah.
Then I'm just generally like just watch Selena and Julie because that's like the one everyone watches first.
Yeah.
Like
It's also it's not bad.
It's
not a bad one to
yeah.
pick either. So it's like, and it's one of the earlier ones. I still haven't seen Leah Morphew, which like Rosamond says is one of his all-time best.
Yeah, Morphew is really good.
And a lot of people see like that's his one that changed kind of his whole style in a way too. So I feel like we don't. It's not a wrong answer.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's interesting nonetheless.
It is. It's interesting.
But yeah. All right. Now we'll get into the ceremonial series ranking. Who wants to start?
Yeah, I can go first.
Okay.
I feel like some of these are gonna hurt at least probably both of your feelings. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, I love all these movies, so it's like
I don't know. That's true. So my number 10 is Duel. I didn't love that one.
I mean, actually, never mind. I looked at my list and I was like, actually, that's not that crazy because
Number 9, and one reason why I think I wouldn't recommend this as the first watch is Gang of Four.
Damn.
I don't know. I do really like Gang of Four still, obviously, but it was definitely a little obtuse for me the first watch. There's a lot going on in that movie. 8 is Celine and Julie. 7 is The Story of Marie and Julien. 6 is Le Pont du Nord. 5 is Noaho. 4 is Up Down Fragile. 3 is The Duchess of Langeais.
Wait.
Langeais.
Okay, it's Langeais. Yeah.
Okay.
I got confused.
The Duchess of Langeais. 2 is La Belle Noiseuse.
Yeah.
And number 1 is Basketball Plus.
Okay. All right, Danny, what's your ranking?
My tier list is, so my B tier is
we're starting with B tier. Okay.
You want me to start at the beginning?
No, I'm saying there's no C or D tier.
I mean, you could say B, C or something. Okay. Duel, Noiro, Basketball Plus, and Le Pont du Nord. All the same tier. A tier, Celine and Julie, Up Down Fragile, Story Marie and Julien. And S tier, Gang of Four, La Belle Noiseuse, and Duchess of Langeais.
Okay, that's cool.
Langeais.
Now mine, number 10 is Le Pont du Nord. Still love that movie. That's actually the only one that's not 5 stars.
Damn.
For me. The rest are 5 stars, but I still love that movie a lot. Don't get twisted. Number 9 is Duel. When he said 10 Duel, I was like, damn. And I looked at mine, I was like, wait, actually. And that's that's just nothing against Duel. It's nothing wrong with Duel specifically. It's just there's a lot of bangers here. So it unfortunately has to be his 9th best movie. Number 8 is Va Savoir. Number 7 is Celine and Julie. Number 6 is The Duchess of Langeais. Number 5 is La Belle Noiseuse. Number 4 is Gang of Four. Number 3, Noroi. Number 2, Up Down Fragile. And number 1, The Story of Marie and Julien. So
vastly different lists.
Yeah.
Except for La Belle.
But it definitely changes when you rewatch them, though. That's the thing.
Wait, so what was your top 3?
Noroi, number 3. Number 2 is Up Down Fragile. And number 1 is Story of Marie and Julien.
And then what was your top 3?
Va Savoir was my number 1. Number 2 was La Belle Noiseuse, and number 3 was Duchess of Langeais.
Oh, that's completely different from mine.
Well, I have the same one as Duchess of Langeais.
And La Belle Noiseuse.
Yeah, but Gang of Four is different.
Yeah. So there's a lot of variety in our top 3s, I guess. It's just cool.
That's why you can't say I hate long movies now.
That's why it's tough to answer the question. What's the first movie as well?
Okay. Yeah.
Because I would not recommend Va Savoir as a first watch.
But yeah, probably not.
I definitely love that movie the most.
Damn. But yeah.
That's one reason, though, I think I said, it might just be that actress, man. I love her. She's great.
She's a great actress. For sure. But yeah, that's the Rivette series. Fun series. next week we are doing the episode that we said we were gonna do before the Rivette series, and then we kind of had some, we
had Pride
scheduling
week.
issues.
We had Pride Week. Pride Weekend. That's what it was.
I just like how you insinuate we're all like.
Well, I went because I support.
No, I support. I just like it's like. It's like
the other two co-hosts were lame.
I was
decided
working.
to
I was
work.
working. I'm an ally. I'm an ally of the LGBT community. Don't get it twisted. Shout out to all my guys and gals over there. I was working, unfortunately.
Did we mention that we were? We mentioned that we were about to do the episode.
We did.
Yeah.
Then we just
we're still doing it.
We're doing it. It just took a.
We didn't bring it up until now. So.
So yeah. Did I even say what the episode was?
Yeah.
Okay. What we're doing is our top favorite opening, our
favorite
FTF top 10 opening
yes,
scenes.
Yes.
So that should be fun to talk about next week. But yeah, till then, hope to see you floating through the clouds.
Our day will come, and we'll have everything. We'll share the joy falling in love can bring. No one can tell me that I'm too young to know. I love you so, and you love me. Our day will come if we just wait a while. No tears for us. Think love and